All right, all right. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Troxel Sports Talk once again. Appreciate you guys all for coming out. What's going on, Ricky? What's going on, Erica? Ricky says I'm here. Erica says hi again, Troxel. How's it going? Gotta share this out. Alrighty. Let me just do this real quick. Alright. Alrighty. I am back now. What's going on, the Gridiron Blitz? Says sup, y'all. What's going on, One Pride 40? Said should the Lions keep Scarborough? I definitely think that they should. What's going on, Monstar? Says good evening. What's going on? If you guys haven't subscribed to Monstar, definitely do so. Him and Molly do a great job. What's going on, AT? How's it going, brother? Says boo, Pats, enough said. Monster says, thank you, appreciate that. Appreciate you, brother. Got just under 11 minutes till kickoff. One Pride 40 says KJ and Big Bo for the tag team. Yeah, that'd definitely be a nice little 1-2 punch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This ain't gonna be good. Gridiron Bliss says Tom Grazi is on. So I know my views is gonna be down. Joseph Marshall says Patriots versus the Texans. Got they got their butts kicked. Erica says Amy Amor supports the Pats. Absolutely. She won't be on today, I don't think. So she told me to go ahead and do today. So definitely filling in for her. So shout out to Amy Amor. She is definitely a part of the Sports Movement Network. So, when the Sports Movement Network needs help, definitely I fill in and help carry out the team. We are definitely team oriented. So, we all got each other's backs. AT says, "Let's go, Tom Brady, only quarterback who consistently beat Ohio State." Absolutely. Amy is not on today. Absolutely, Gridiron. Packers Nation says, "Grid, why does it say you're still live?" Erica says, "That's sweet, Troxel. Great job." Tell you what, it's definitely gonna feel kind of fun doing football again. Started out the season doing football, and now that the Lions are eliminated, I kind of was taking a break for the rest of the year. But what a game to come back to with the Patriots and the Texans. Uh, Joseph Marshall says score prediction. Um, I don't know exactly the score, but I say it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be within 7 to 3 points. One Pride 40 says Kenny G making the Pro Bowl. Uh, I'm gonna say no. He deserves it, but I'm gonna say no. Uh, Only half a game from a top three pick according to Bleacher Report. One Pride 40 says Ravens going to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first. Um, I could see that. I could. Well, I mean, I definitely could see a Patriots versus Ravens. What do you call it? AFC title game. Whoever makes it out of there. Well, I'll let me rephrase that. If the Patriots make it out, they will lose in the Super Bowl. Uh, if the Ravens make it out, the Ravens has the possibility to win. Uh, I still definitely say the Saints are going to be the Super Bowl champs. Just because, you know, they got Drew Brees and also, what do you call it? You know, his time is numbered in the NFL. So, you know, what better way to go out than as world heavyweight champions? Troxel, we talked about this. What's going on, Corey? So, what's up, Trox? AT says it used to be this here. Who has a Panthers fan? Haven't seen him in a while since the Saints clinched the division. Anyone remember his name? One Brad 40 says Patriots not making it out. They have no offense. Don't overlook the 49ers. I'm not overlooking the 49ers. The 49ers, though, do need time still. Um, you know, obviously, you see against the Baltimore Ravens, they still need time. They are 10-2. The Baltimore Ravens are 10-2. But the Baltimore Ravens look more of a complete team than the 49ers, but not a knock on the 49ers. I do like the 49ers, but I do definitely think that they need time still. Uh, you know, I think it could be a 49ers Saints NFC title game, but you know, I mean, it's going to be a fun playoff series. You know, a fun playoffs. Oh wow, Patriots are 10-1 against Houston all time. What's going on, Hollywood? Niners going to the Super Bowl. Come on. I mean, I hope so, but I just think that Drew Brees gonna get his ring before he goes. Uh, you know, and then when the 49ers get everything together and they're really for real set, I'm gonna definitely say the 49ers are gonna be a hard team to beat in the NFC because I think they're adopting that Legion of Boom type of style on defense and offensively. I still think they need to get what do you call it? Uh, they need to get no, they got a running back. They got Tevin Coleman and Breida. They need more what do you call it? Wide receivers. Uh, they need more wide receivers and what do you call it? I like the addition of Emmanuel Sanders. Uh, but I will say this: uh, they might need a better offensive line or improve their offensive line play. They do those two things, the offensive line, and they get some wide receivers. The 49ers are going to be a tough team to beat. One Pride 40 says yes, especially on the NFC side. Uh, Drew lost his chances. Hollywood. One Pride 40 says, but the D lineman. Uh, Joseph says, as long as Drew Brees gets screwed and the Packers and Cowgirls and Patriots lose, anyone can win the Super Bowl, and I wouldn't care. What's going on, Pride Time? Says, how will the Lions season record finish? 3-12-1. AT says, was Drummond in foul trouble, Troxel? Uh, I didn't think so. Let me check the Drummond actually had no fouls. But he only shot 4 for 8. And then he was 1 for 4 for free throw percentage. So he's 25% from free throws and 50% from the field. Dear 49ers, don't pull a Rams and be stupid with your money. Charles says 4 fouls or shooting. It was shooting. I saw Wood did good though. Thought Drummond was on the bench or something. It was just poor shooting for Drummond. Joseph says it's been a yearly tradition. I love relaxing and watching playoffs and witness Drew Brees get so close, but getting screwed over the last 2 minutes of every game. Let's go for the three-peat. I mean, I guess that's the same thing as watching the Packers get screwed in the playoffs. Charles says Wood is growing into his shoes will make dumping Griffin a positive thing at this point. Saints won the division as three Peters, and hopefully they will be three beaters as well. Hollywood says we had a good, tough game. You win some, you lose some, but faithful Niners gonna pull through. Absolutely, and it's those close games, Hollywood, that really molds a champion. I mean, I know it's tough right now, but down the road, whenever they're in that same position, they're gonna look back at that 3-point loss to the Ravens and be like, "Hey, look, if we would have did A, B, and C better, then the results are gonna be there." And that's where championships are made in. That's why that's why the saying goes, you play every game, and you got to learn in every game. Not like the Raiders and Chiefs game. Yeah, that was just a blowout. All my teams need quarterbacks. Joseph Marshall says, I want to go after hometown boy and Matt Judon. My buddy played ball with him at Grand Valley State. Joseph says, I'll take Stafford at this point. Joseph says, I'm down for Stafford. He will get my team a championship. Stafford has won many playoff games in how long? Uh, AT says, Trev, repeat after me. Velcom. No, I'm not going to say that. Joseph Marshall says, Stafford is bad with the Lions. My team has Christian McCaffrey and a good receiving core. Charles says he had one of the best receivers ever his entire career. I'm done here, and Stafford is anything but a backup. Now, I will defend Matthew Stafford. Stafford is a starter, uh, and he's an elite starter. He's in the same breath as a Tom Brady and a Drew Brees, an Aaron Rodgers, and guys like that. His only downfall is he never had a freaking offensive line or a run game that can do anything. Uh, that's the problem. If you can't run the football, you can't. You're one dimensional. Okay, well, hey, I'll just I'll guard your receivers and force you to run. But guess what? If you can't run the football, you can't move the chains. And then on top of that, Stafford had a very poor what do you call it defense this year. All right, Gridiron Blitz. I replied on Voxer. I am not on no monkey dust, Charles. Those are just straight facts. Uh, Joe says, I remember when the Panthers were three-peat division champs. Those were the days. And how many championships did they win in that three-peat division championships? One Pride 40 says, okay, smart guy. Who else we have? Charles says they have the best receiver ever who was the running back? Reggie Bush. Yeah, Reggie Bush was a trash over the hill running back. I don't even count him as a running back when we got him. One Pride 40 says Texans with the upset. Erica says Chiefs victory and it is a blowout. Charles says, oh, let's see. Who have we traded that beasting elsewhere? Tate for one. Hollywood says, I'm the only one without a wrench. well, Hollywood, because you rock with my brother, and you have a wrench over there. Go ahead and reply, brother. At says, read the charts. Read the charts for verbatim. Reggie Bush, LOL, is a Zeke caliber. He is not no Zeke caliber. Uh, Zeke is a man amongst boys. Reggie Bush was more of a finesse type of guy. I will not read that other comment, AT. Minnesota says, whatever happened to LaMichael James? The Lions ruined him. Hollywood says prayers. AT says read all the chats verbatim. Reggie Bush was 30. Reggie Bush was buns. Charles Hall says you ain't got a wrench. You need to tighten up. Alrighty, we're about to kick this party started. Would you trade Slay? If the price is right, I would definitely trade Darius Slay, because I don't think he's gonna be here past next year when his contract is up. AT says Yeet got deployed today. Well, my prayers are with Yeet as he helps defend this country.
A rookie who is their punter, and we'll talk about their place kicking situation in a few minutes. He will do the kicking off. DeAndre Carter is back to receive. Tony Correnti is tonight's referee. Full house at NRG Stadium here in Houston, and this battle of division is underway.
So Houston gets the opening kick.
Skid through the end zone. Let's take a look at the Houston offense.
They're doing the what do you call it? The starting lineup.
So they start out of the pistol here. The Texans have been getting off to very slow starts this season. And they start on the ground, and this is Hyde.
Yeah, I would take that one, Pride.
At the outset of the
For
season,
2 1s or 2 2s, absolutely, I would take that.
So let's take a look at the stats for Deshaun Watson in his third
AT
year.
says in exact same
3-to-1
words
TD to interception ratio.
were used originally.
And the rating is 103 and change.
What's going on,
The
Partly
league-wide
Cloudy?
average about
Says salute,
91,
bro.
so he's
Appreciate
above
you.
that. And we'll watch Gilmore, of course, who figures to line up on Hopkins almost all night. Again in the pistol. In the pocket. And that pass is incomplete. Intended for the tight end who's having a good season, Darren Fells.
Basically can
Chung.
fill all our holes. Absolutely.
New England defense.
Lawrence God.
All right, they're doing the starting defense right now. All right.
Defense now, and Watson's going to take a timeout here before a 3rd down and 10. So we took a look at that defense, and Bill O'Brien, who calls the plays, is
I mean, I would like Chase
coach.
Young,
Chris,
but I don't
when
know
you
if
take
he'll
a
be there.
timeout
I hope
that
he's
early
there.
in the game, 41 seconds.
But it also depends
down.
on the if we do go 3-12-1.
Yeah, you saw the Patriots defense.
If we go 3-12-1, I think we got a good shot at getting Chase Young.
You got the matchup
But if
wrong
not,
for at least
I don't
what you
think
had the play
we
call
would.
because you had the wrong personnel in the game, something like that. But it is interesting. You come out with the Patriots, and these are 3 tremendous frontline receivers for the Texans, and yet no issue at all. Right out in the man coverage to start this game.
3rd down and 10. Duke Johnson,
Yeah, I would do that, AT.
Cleveland Brown.
Move down one
He's in
spot
there. 3 receivers
and
are
pick
set
up,
to the right
what do you
side
call it,
in
Von
the
Miller?
bunch. Play clock is at 1. And Watson, under pressure, escapes a sack and throws incomplete. The pressure put on by Dante Hightower, forcing him out of the pocket. So for the
They are tanking for that.
Texans, a typical start for them. They have only 3 points on their first possession of a game this season.
So typical for Hightower, doing the dirty work, coming out here to set the picks for inside, and that he's still going to end up trying to get the pressure here. So
Actually, I think Trevor Lawrence would do great with the
going to be the guy,
what do you call it?
we're going to have to keep our eye
Panthers
on all night long.
So once again, a bad opening salvo for the Texans. Meanwhile, Brian Anger's punt. A fair catch is called for and made by Mohamed Sanu at the 26.
Right, hold on, let me see why this hasn't up.
Tom Brady.
The ultimate perfectionist. So as Michelle said, not the happiest guy in the world, but a 3-to-1 TD interception ratio. His
All right, there we
rating,
go.
oddly enough, is slightly
Sorry about
below
that, everyone.
the league average, but he has the most pass completions and the most attempts in the NFL this season. Second down and 6. Again on the ground, and a good tackle from behind is made that time by Justin Reed. The safety comes up, stops showing his tracks. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
All right,
Justin
no game
Reed
for
just
Sony
back
Michelle.
from the concussion. Watch him come through here and go in the back door to make this play. This is what you're going to have to see. Anytime you're playing against the Patriots, you just can't come out and give Tom Brady normal looks. They will try and change it up, confuse him as best they can.
Brady's first pass will be caught.
All right, Edelman got first down.
3rd in the league in receptions at this point, having another good year. First down, hit there by Deshaun Gibson.
Well, as always, this is an inside-out passing game. You're going to see Edelman.
Oh yeah,
releasing to
absolutely. After the
inside.
playoffs and bowl
And there is
games,
just a wide
you know,
open space in there. And so anytime that you can have
eligible
Tom Brady
players,
begin to get the
stocks will
inside
rise and
part of
fall.
the passing game going, it opens up everything else.
Edelman still doing it in his 11th season in the NFL. They hand the ball off to Rex Burkhead. And you stop just about the line of scrimmage by Cunningham. J.J. Watt, the great defensive lineman for the Texans, hurt again this year. 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, went out in mid-season with a pectoral injury, so he is done for the year. They've been able to somehow mix and match along that defensive
They're
front.
actually saying that J.J. Watt could actually come back for the playoffs.
But the pass rush really went away when he went away.
It did. 2nd down and 9 as the ball is handed off to Burkhead again up to the 46-yard line. Yeah, they had a lot of sacks earlier in the season, very few in the last few games. The play caller, of course, for New England, as it has been for years, is Josh McDaniels.
You know, and I asked him about the play calling with the way this defense has been playing, and he said, you know, it's a little humbling sometimes. I have to back off a little bit because I know once we get a certain lead, our defense isn't giving it up, so we can't make a big mistake on offense.
Gotta do a change of pace job because of what's happening on the other side of the ball. James White, great receiver.
3rd and 5.
Comes out of the backfield.
Brady passes it
and that will be caught at the 41
by Julian
yard line.
Edelman
Here's
for a
again.
first down.
Tackled there by Hargraves, who was picked up a couple of weeks ago when he was let go by Tampa Bay. First down.
Well, you're going to end up with Edelman going all the way across the field here now. And for Hargrave, he was the slot guy. He played a lot of that in Tampa, was let go for whatever reason. They weren't happy with him down there. And the line around here was you just don't find many guys like that on the street, former #1 pick. So they have plenty of #1 picks in this secondary to match up. But matching up with Edelman, quite the job.
Yeah, the Bucs said it was lack of hustle, lack of effort. Meanwhile, this is
Ooh, that play got blown up.
Texan defense perfectly. Gibson is there. There's a flag.
Nope, there's a flag on the play.
The offense here is we get our first call of the night from Tony Correnti. Brady seems to feel the other way, and they'll confer and let us know.
CBS Sports has us picking
Tony
a
Correnti,
safety
one of
at
the
number
best
7.
in the NFL, 22nd year, calling the shots. And the answer is.
After the conclusion of the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 52, 15-yard penalty.
Oh, that's a first down.
First down.
That's on the linebacker, Barcavius Mingo.
Oh, Mingo, we call it former.
And then once it's over, comes in and
former
gets a
Patriot.
piling on, and well, you just don't get many negative plays. That was close. Terry looks at me like, either or, right? I mean, you know, whatever.
So
Yeah,
Roberts,
the
plays
Giants
both
do have a
ways.
lot of holes.
He's in there
Charles.
at fullback. Remember, they lost James Devlin earlier in the year.
And all these trades
So they
up
put
with Kuechly in the mix.
The defensive guy in there, much as the Ravens use Patrick Ricard into the 28-yard line. Goes Sony Michel for a gain of 5. Take a look right now at the Texans defense.
Patriots going to destroy the Texans, says Minnesota Sports Talk. Joe says, yeah, but the Super Bowl Giants didn't have a beast middle linebacker.
They leave.
All right, Sony Michel
Robinson
picks up the
at
first
fullback
down.
and give it to Sony Michel, and he plows his way to the 23-yard line. Very close to a first down.
You'll remember at the end of last year, the Super Bowl run really was a product of double teams like this. Watch the center, Ted Karras and Shaq Mason get off here and just drive the defensive tackle. This time, Brandon Dunn back off the ball. I think there's a bit of a statement going on right here by the Patriots. They are coming out with fullbacks and 2 tight ends. And they are trying to get back to this run game and set up some of this play action.
Well, as you saw, 7 of the 9 play calls have been on the ground. You can make that.
Oh, Sony Michel.
This is Michel
Oh,
through the middle to set up
nice
a
game.
First and goal, following a Joe Tooney block. First and goal. 17 yards.
Watch the move by Michel right
What's
here.
going on,
You're
Greek
see
to me?
penetration right in the
How's it going?
backfield. Looks like he's going to end up with a dead wide open tackle and just a knee buckler in there on one of the best athletes playing linebacker, Zach Cunningham. That was a pretty run.
Spread Lacoste, that's him in motion now, 83, a tight end who moves back into the slot.
Oh, he got caught up.
Tackle was made at the line of scrimmage, but Gibson gets
gain of what, 2?
Ride there to set up a second down and goal from the 5-yard line.
What a pretty play that time by Gibson, coming in motion and still able to get involved with the run game.
Greek to me says Bears fan here, but go Houston.
Once he sees that wham block, he just fills in the gap right behind it.
My home team is the Detroit Lions, but
he knows a little
we suck
about
this
that
year.
Patriot offense and some of those wham blocks.
Second down and goal. White in the game right now. Brady rolling, throwing.
Oh, that was almost a touchdown.
Jonathan Joseph breaks it up. Pass intended for the rookie free agent Jacoby Myers.
Oh, man, what is going on here?
really come along. Had a good game last week against the Cowboys. It's 3rd down and goal.
Don't you find it remarkable, Al, that Jonathan Joseph just
Monster
keeps
says
on
go
going?
Giants.
He's one of those
Struggle
guys, he can read
is
the route,
real.
He can read the receiver. You're
What,
in the red zone.
what a
he
draft
doesn't
pick
have to back up.
we can get.
Just has great instincts for the game.
Starting to
Started
drop
in
frames.
Cincinnati, and he is the senior guy in that room. He
What is going
quite the
on?
leader.
14th year in the league, 35 years old. 3rd and goal.
Okay, we're back to green.
Brady surveying, throws too high. Dorsett, the intended receiver. Texans stiffen and limit them to a field goal attempt. 4th and goal.
One of the problems that
Greek to me says you
Patriots
speaking
have
some
had,
Greek, Charles.
This little option route by James White coming out of the backfield has been their bread and butter. And yet they couldn't get it to him. They can't
Yeah,
find
154.
Edelman.
That was
And
an ugly
then
throw by
what?
Brady.
That for Tom Brady has become the question time after
Frame's
time.
got more
Then
drops than
what?
Eric
If they
Ebron.
take away those two, who are you going to? And so far this season hasn't been an answer.
There we go,
The
Joseph.
4th kicker,
Welcome
Ty
back.
Forbath, because Nick Folk had an appendectomy earlier in the week. So Forbath, who has not played this season in the NFL.
Forbath
no
makes
problem.
the
Bangs it.
field goal. My power has returned. Well, welcome back, powers of Joseph Marshall. Eric Ebron eats popcorn before the game and plays Pokemon Go. You know, I will say this. I don't know why in football there's only two what do you call it, commercials they always play. It's either something that deals with Baker Mayfield or Aaron Rodgers. I have no idea why, but they need to stop that. There's other football players, people. Yeah, but I mean, like, 90% of the commercials are always involving Aaron Rodgers or what do you call it? Or what do you call it? Baker Mayfield. Smart linebackers always beat the tight ends. Remember, guys, brains over Ebrons.
When they came in, the reigning champions.
My Wi-Fi
were the
is
Patriots
lagging.
with Tom
We have
Brady,
a storm here in
who won the Super Bowl
California.
following the 0-1
Well, my prayers are with you,
campaign.
Hollywood.
Touchback here. So how good has this New England defense been? We'll take a look at.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
A lot of graveyards.
Yes, he is. Second drive for the Texans as Hyde picks up 3. Defensive rankings right now. Points per game.
Been
They're
raining all
first.
week.
Yards per game second.
I
Pass
think
yards per
Rodgers
game
is overrated.
second.
Absolutely.
Third down conversions first.
Dakota
They
Prescott.
stopped 4 out of 5 on third down. This is a team
Right.
that's on a
So is
record-setting pace right now. They
Patrick
could wind
Mahomes.
up allowing the fewest points
They need
in a
grinders.
16-game season ever. And that's despite giving up 37
Lions
on one
need
night. We
winners.
were there a month ago in Baltimore. Stay on the ground here. Give it to Carlos Hyde, who was with San Francisco. And then with Jacksonville. And he started this season in the Kansas City camp. And then when Lamar Miller got hurt, that was a big loss for the Texans. They had to go out and find a running back, and they got this guy, and he's been very good.
They got 2 of them. They got Duke Johnson, too, did the deal with Cleveland. Miller really was such a talent for them, 1,000 scrimmage yards the last 5 years, and when he went down, they went right to work.
Speaking of the Duke, he's in the game right now, flanking Watson on the 3rd and 4.
I don't know, Charles. What happened to our rookie tight end that started out beasting?
Watson has
Rookie
time,
slump?
fires, going to the ground and making the catch is Hopkins. So they make their first connection of the night up to the 48-yard line for
All
a gain
right,
of
D-Hop
17.
with the first
You
down.
get so used to seeing the man coverage, and yet this time they come out in zone, and anytime you play that 2-deep zone, the vulnerability is always in the middle of the field. I don't think there's going to be too many times they're going to want to let Hopkins run free into a zone defense tonight.
Great protection that time. Hand the ball off to Duke Johnson. So many ex-Clevelanders around these days. Hyde, Johnson were both there. Of course,
Belichick,
there's Bill Belichick was there in the 90s.
Nick Saban.
Right. 2nd down and 4. Pick up the pace here. Come up, no huddle. And hand the ball off to Duke Johnson again. And that's going to set up a 3rd down, and a flag comes in at the end of the play.
All right, we got a flag.
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Laramie Tunsil, one of the best left tackles in the league. They were able to pick him up on the eve of the season in a trade with the Dolphins.
Yeah, Tunsil, no question, has been a huge asset here. There's definitely a little bit of a sling right there. That is a very good call, and actually slung him right into the running back for a tackle.
Yeah, that
But
whole
there's no
entire
doubt
process that
this
he
Texans
did
team
was
has
horrible.
been horrible at the left tackle position over the years, so they paid a pretty price for it. But Tunsil
She
now
got his hands to the
coming in,
inside,
they
and
got
he would have
Kenny
never got
Stills
that
in
holding
deal
call.
as well, but they gave up 2 firsts and a second to get it done.
Yeah, last year Watson was sacked 62 times, most in over a decade for any team. Meanwhile, this pass is going to be caught by Will Fuller. Man, if he can stay healthy, what a difference he makes. The ex-Notre Damer to the 49-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down.
You know what's really interesting about this is this team has been known for their man coverage. Jason McCourty not playing tonight, but that really doesn't make that big a difference. But what does make a difference is when you have the speedsters, Kenny Stills and Will Fuller, able to play in the slot and get down the middle of the field so fast. It'll be interesting to see just how much man coverage they want to play against those guys tonight.
Well, Pride 40 says, you really expect a rookie tight end to ball his first year? Sack.
And Watson's going to go down. Kyle Van Noy.
Former Detroit Lion, Kyle Van
Who was one
Noy.
of the guys who was sick during the week. They had a whole bunch of guys missing practice on Wednesday and came into the stadium tonight with a surgical mask. Gets the sack.
AT says they have been
That was killer too, because they
They've been
they
having
had a
to
wide open
hit
crossing
and
route
blocking
going
because our
across the field here.
line is so bad.
And if that sack doesn't
Charles
happen
says
that
there will
fast
always
against Laramie
be an
Tunsil,
adjustment
Kenny
period,
Stills
but
is going to have a touchdown.
the way
Nobody's
he comes
catching him
out,
from
I
behind.
expect more.
Not even Jonathan Jones, who can fly.
Eric Ebron has more drops than a leaky
First
faucet.
is 49 yards. This one's a very short one.
My power has
Good
returned at the
Texans
price of it.
bounce and is fielded
Ebron.
and scooped on the run by Sanu.
Charles says a tight end that is a known blocker versus route runner is an ultimate 3rd down converter. How's it going, Rick? Appreciate you coming out. Doing good. Joseph Marshall says, give me an NFL player to make a joke about. I feel bad ripping on Ebum. No, you can keep ripping on him. He gets what he deserves. JG says, make one about Eli Manning. Joe says you can always make fun of my quarterback, Jameis Winston. Turnover in 68 starts. 101 turnovers in 61 or 68 starts. Remember, guys, make sure to Ebron a like. Charles says, for all those speaking about draft, can you tell me where Winston was drafted? Joseph says, Rick H. Jameis lose a ton. Who did Tampa play?
Second drive.
To be honest,
for the
I wouldn't
Patriots.
mind drafting
First
a
was 13
offensive
plays
tackle
with 9
and
runs.
Andrew
Started
Thomas.
a pass here,
No, I'm gonna
and
make fun of
incomplete.
the greatest
Tried to get it
quarterback
to
of all
Sanu, came over a
time,
month
Mitch
ago
Trubisky.
from Atlanta. So Tom Brady, his numbers as we
played
break them
with-
down. First
They
8 games
played
they
the
were 8-0.
Minshew Magic
Compared
Jacksonville.
to the last
We
3,
beat the
which was
Jacksonville
Baltimore,
Jaguars
Philadelphia,
today.
and Dallas.
Right
So
on,
that
Rick.
night in Baltimore, they fell behind 17-0, and then in Philly, they won the game, even though they only scored
Wait,
17
he was
points
a
last week.
better record than Stafford
Under
since being
miserable
drafted now.
conditions. It was
Winston
mainly
was drafted
they
first
did enough,
overall.
and the defense was great, and special teams
Exactly,
was great.
Lions
and
tank
they beat
for
the
what?
Cowboys. Second down and 10, they spread it out, go 5 wide here. And Brady fires, and that'll be caught up at the 25-yard line by Sanu. It'll be third down and 4. All right, Chris, we've talked a lot about Tom Brady, his frustration. What's your take?
You know, they've run so many different players through this
Miami
season. I mean, you
beat,
think about Antonio Brown, Demaryius
Philadelphia.
Thomas, Josh Gordon, all these guys
Cincinnati
that were
with
supposed
the
to be
win.
answer for this team. And so what we've had is just a constant flow of new people minus Rob Gronkowski. And so there has never been anything settled with this passing game from the beginning of the year. And I talked about it before. Those inside routes are key.
Oh, interception.
He's going to be picked off.
Oh!
Roby's going to set up a first and goal for the Texans.
Is it on the 6? 6-yard line? Wow, he just completely almost just threw it straight to Bradley Roby.
Romeo Crennel told me, watch Bradley Roby. He can play man coverage on anybody. He's been out 5 weeks with a hamstring. He had no fear of putting him on anybody in this game, and he comes back huge.
And a flag was thrown at the end of the play.
Oh, flag
After
on
the
the play.
conclusion of the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 21, Houston, 15-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 10, Houston.
So he sets up
Oh,
a first
wow.
and goal, and now he cost him 15 at the end of the play.
Did he take
Oh,
his helmet
wow.
off at the end of it?
Might have.
What a horrible
Yep.
There
play.
you go.
No can do.
You cannot do that when you're playing
So
against
instead
the
of having it at the 6,
Patriots.
they have it at the 21. And it's a conventional first down and 10. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. High to the 19. Jamie Collins having a great season.
With what?
Makes a
gain
stop.
of 2.
2nd down and 8. Bill O'Brien in his 6th year here. Of course, he came up into the NFL in 07 under Bill Belichick.
Who do you like?
How about Jamie
says
Collins
Ricky.
in the year this guy has been having this season?
I just want a good game.
Sacks, has 3 forced fumbles, interceptions. He has just been remarkable. He's definitely one of those candidates for Player of the Year on the defensive side.
Didn't Peyton win a Super Bowl?
Came to Cleveland for a while, and then he
I like
came
the
back.
Texans.
2nd down and 8. Watson dancing in the pocket. Pass is caught. Hyde makes the catch. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. Meanwhile, Steve Belichick, son of Bill, coaches the safeties, calling the defensive signals, and there he is sending it in right now. See what he's got him lined up to do on a 3rd down and 3.
So far, quite a few zones, even backed up into the red zone here, where they are dominant. They've been dominant all season. Let's see what they come with now.
Former linebacker Gerard Mayo, the inside linebackers coach. 3rd down and 3. Extra pressure put on. Watson gets it away. It's caught.
Duke Johnson with the touchdown.
14 yards. Talking to Watson the other day about all his receivers, he says, I got to get Duke Johnson more into the game. He just did.
No question about it. And you got Devin McCourty vacating the middle, which means on the end of the line of scrimmage, he's going to get one-on-one against Kyle Van Noy, and there's just no way.
1 prime 40. I like what David Blau did against the Bears.
Relatively
I mean,
easy.
obviously
Van
he's a
Noy
3rd-string
and
quarterback.
Hightower,
Possibly could be a 2nd-string quarterback.
That time they got
And
the
today
matchup
is
they
still
wanted.
backup quarterback. But he actually he played
Henry
well.
Fairbairn, who led the league in points last year. But this year he has missed 5 extra points and 5 field goals. This one
All
is
right,
banged through.
7-3. Yeah, see, Rick, I wanted Shaq Barrett, what do you call it, on the Lions. I will definitely have to see how fast David Blau is, as far as able to work the pocket and run if needed. Because I like what Driscoll does about moving the pocket, getting out of duress and things like that. But I mean, end of the day, they're still backups. Is any one of them going to be, the future of the franchise? No. If Matthew Stafford can be healthy, that's your starting quarterback. Oh, 14 sacks, not 15. Actually, he could be a free agent next year.
Seconds remaining in the first quarter as Watson is able to make it pay off with that pass to Duke Johnson coming out of the backfield. Meanwhile, Steve Belichick going over what happened with his group. reception set it up.
Steve Belichick has a
Johnson
mullet.
with the TD, and this kick
Just
will
so
be
everybody
fielded
knows
in
what
the
kind of
end zone.
hairstyle that is. It's a mullet.
Back we go to the TD.
Deshaun Watson is going to show his mates exactly what's going on. Anytime you come down here to try and double team Hopkins, it's going to leave the man coverage at the top of the field, and that's what you don't want to see happen. That's a great job by a young quarterback in Deshaun Watson, understanding when that safety comes out of center field, I've got the one-on-one on the backside, and he's doing a little coaching himself on the sideline.
Only the 5th touchdown pass that the Patriot defense has allowed this season. Running back is Sony Michel. They'll feed him again. And he's still carrying for the 7th time tonight. The rookie out of Texas, Charles Menahu, makes the stop there. He's 2nd down and 7.
You know, it's really fun to watch young quarterbacks coming along, isn't it? I mean, literally every year you can watch some of these young guys. Of course, Lamar Jackson's been playing so amazing, and Garoppolo's been playing great, and this young guy has just been fantastic. It sets up well for the next decade in this league.
And Josh Allen made his presence felt on Thanksgiving. 2nd down and 7. Brady fires incomplete.
Too high for Edelman.
That takes us to the end of the quarter with the score.
All right, and a 1. It is 7-3 Houston. Bucks already reconstructed JPP's contract to be able to extend Barrett next year. I remember the Bucks in our division. They were a cupcake win. Hard to know why a Belichick has a mullet. They always business in the front and never party in the back. He waves his hair back and forth. Charles, not 1979 to 81. They weren't LOL. My top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL: Stafford, Mahomes, Jackson, Wilson, Newton. Mullets and flat tops coming back in style. Charles says the Floby will be making a comeback soon. The Floby will making a comeback soon. Shout out to the 10 people in the building. Appreciate you guys. What's going on, Bob Money? Y'all need to start the rebuild. Yeah, Bob Money. We definitely need to rebuild that offensive line. You know, that offensive line is trash. Outside of Frank Ragnow. MC Hammer Pants with the VIP jacket. Come on. Yes, the Floby vacuum haircut.
Thanks to this structure, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle DeFoya start the 2nd quarter.
Aren't we ready?
3rd down and 7.
Hand me the wrench before they kick.
28-yard line. Getting around the corner, Brady.
Oh yeah, anytime, Bob Money.
Brady's going to take off.
Wow, Tom Brady with the first down on the ground.
You don't see very often. Jacob Martin got in there, almost had the sack. Tom able to escape, and a nice run of 13 yards.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I
you see
mean,
why they were so
Graham
excited
Glasgow. I
to
mean,
get
I
him
like
back
him a
was
lot
this
because of
little
his
stunt down
versatility.
inside. He'll step down, be able
you
to
know,
make
but
that play, and
you
then
build
come
that
back for the
offensive
loop.
line around,
Not
what do you
only
call
is
it?
he a
Frank
tremendous
Ragnow.
athlete, he also gets it. He understands the game of football. So when Brady gives it the little slip on the other side, home free.
Brady's longest run of the season coming into this game tonight, 2 yards. Good for 13. That will do wonders for that rushing average. Brady nearly gets sacked and is able to get it away.
Gets it out before
incomplete.
getting the
It's
sack.
DJ Reader coming up through the middle, 4th-year man out of Clemson, 2nd down and 10.
Well, probably 40 says, wait, Brady can run?
DJ Reader on this side of the ball. He's really had to try and.
That's what I said. Is when I seen it, I said, wait, what?
Joe Tooney, who's had the best year of these Patriots offensive linemen, just keeps.
I had a
fighting,
Miami
slugging,
Hurricanes one.
and comes back and grabs a foot anyway.
There's JJ.
Gotta let Matthew Stafford go, bro. He needs to go shine somewhere else. Yeah. But I mean, does any of these rebuilds matter as long as the Force have control over the team?
45. That's James.
You know, let's be real.
White and Duke Johnson. You're looking at 2 running backs who are great coming out of the backfield and catching passes.
You know, if we had new ownership, I'd be like, okay.
Well, that's the modern game, right? You've got to
maybe do a rebuild and you know, build a real championship
these guys
team.
Really are 2 of the best right here. They are.
But
the reason Cleveland held on as long as they did was,
you know, we still got the Force running the team.
Wanted to have somebody like James White to try and do what James White has done.
That says it. Leading in all of those categories since 2015, receiving among running backs. Brady slipping away, motions downfield, it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the rookie, was covered there by Lonnie Johnson.
All right.
Rookie out of Kentucky, and it's 4th down.
And they're about to.
Lonnie Johnson coming back from an ankle injury as well, but that man coverage was good, and that man right there is getting frustrated because guys are not getting open. Across the board there, I could see all 4 guys in the route out in man coverage, and nobody was open.
Yep, they're going to punt it.
Jake Bailey, 3rd most punts in the league for the Patriots. And the Bears and the Jets. Never a good category to lead in. At the 15-yard line, DeAndre Carter, when he gets taken out of bounds into the Texans bench. And
What's
a
that,
flag
about 26?
is down at the 25-yard line.
Oh, 25.
Well, Tom is noted for wearing his emotions on his sleeve and in spades tonight.
The sleeve's getting wet right now.
Boy.
Separation. I can't read all the lips, but I heard separation,
During
and
the
he
return
was
of the
right.
kick, personal foul.
There was no
Blindside
separation.
block, number 38. This penalty assessed after this is the goal.
Ooh,
First
that
down.
hurts Texan. Uh-oh, Brady's frustrated, guys. Hollywood, back in the day, I had members only jacket in 4 different colors. They were very popular when I was in high school. Brady is more outdated than high school jeans. Trivia: who is the last Michigan quarterback to beat Ohio State? That would actually be Shoelaces. Oh, what is his name? Shoelaces. He is now a player of all positions, not even a quarterback. Oh, who was it? Oh, what is his name? Joseph says, Tom was confused why the Patriots checkbook had a missing check, and Bill asks him if he likes his 6 championships.
within the game. Gilmore against Hopkins, 4 snaps, no targets, no catches, of course. He did make that 1 catch, but that was against a zone and not man-to-man. So let's see what happens from here on out as this drive begins back at the 12 on a first down. Running back is Carlos Hyde. He'll take it through the middle, but not very far. It gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Of course, when these two guys met in college, which they did twice, you've got Gilmore playing at the University of South Carolina and Hopkins at Clemson.
Yeah.
Also the alma mater of Deshaun Watson, even though they were separated by a few years. Second and 10. They go empty here. And the pass is caught up at the 19-yard line, spinning and getting that first down is Darren Fells, free agent who was picked up. Guys, he's been around. First 3 years in Arizona, both Atlanta and Oakland. He's been the kind of an unsung hero for this team this year.
Yeah, he really has. He's opened it up. But Al, I'm telling you, against zone defenses, a lot of guys can catch balls. And the strength of this team so far this season has been in man coverage. I don't know if the fact that the speed on the offensive side of the Texans is getting them out of that look or exactly what it is, but it's a little different than what we've seen this year.
This will be Johnson. You think it's a matter of just trying to, play games within the game with the Texans offense, giving them looks that they might not have expected?
Maybe, but I also know that it was a concern. It's one thing to play man coverage on a guy who's on the outside, right? Mm-hmm. You have the boundary to help you and have all that kind of stuff. But with this team, they're able to put Kenny Stills or Will Fuller in the slot inside, and now you have the entire field, those deep overs.
Charles says Lions need to draft Belichick, forget the kids.
Difficult place to cover speed.
From the pistol, fake, Watson escaping, and he leaps for what he hopes will be the first down, chased by Simon. That was a 2nd down and 3. They're going to spot the ball up at the 30.
Just short, it looks like. 3rd down.
From here looks a little bit short.
Yeah, it's where he crosses the boundary with the ball. Let's take a look at his speed. Obviously very quick. He really reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson when he plays. Now, typically when he scrambles like that, and by the way, he scrambles much more to the right than he does to the left, but a lot of times he'll pull up out there and take that deep shot. I was a little surprised he didn't take a look on that one.
3rd down in inches now. And getting those inches in a couple
of yards.
They
got their first down.
The sticks up to the 35-yard line. First down.
The one thing that has really impressed me, and I know there's been a lot of conversation about Bill O'Brien effectively now being the general manager of this team, making a lot of these moves. But as the head coach, and we talked to him about it, he said, I know what we're playing and I know what we need. And what they needed at the beginning of the season were some running backs after that injury. And boom, boom, he got Carlos Hyde and Duke Johnson right away.
And a left tackle, Tunstall, and some help in the secondary. I mean, look, he grew up under in the NFL anyway under Belichick, who has as much control over personnel as anybody. I mean, there's nobody listed as the general manager in New England. And O'Brien now, there's nobody listed as the general manager in Houston. They tried to get Nick Caserio from New England, couldn't do that. And it's beginning to look like it may stay this while for a while in Houston.
Yeah, they made the Jadeveon Clowney trade, right, with Seattle and brought over some guys. So, I mean, they have not been afraid. They've also been able to cut some salary out of it. So we just couldn't make a deal with it.
2nd down and 8. It's caught by Duke Johnson.
Got just short of the first, it looks like. Oh, they did get
6 straight completions now for Watson. What was it that Bill Parcells said years ago in New England about going shopping?
You want me to cook the meals? I want to at least buy the groceries, right?
There you go.
Right now, the groceries that he bought in Duke Johnson are starting to pay off, because what we're seeing is that when the Patriots are going to man coverage, the Texans are going to Duke Johnson. He's been the X factor, and they've been able to get him on Hightower and Van Noy, which the Patriots don't want to see.
Stays in the backfield on first down. Off the fake. Watson's get smoked.
He's still on his feet.
Avoids John Simon and then is able to incomplete.
He got out of a sack.
80%
Wow.
Couldn't finish the job. Second down.
You know, it's the one thing when you meet Watson, he's a stud, right? I mean, when you meet him, he's thick.
Hollywood, I like to always
Simon
quote
understands that.
Jay-Z
This will
when I
not
hear
show
that
up in the
word.
stat
Skinny
book.
jeans.
You'll never see
Can't
this,
wear skinny
whatever,
jeans 'cause my
but
knots
these
don't
are the
fit.
plays that keep drives alive and that give this offense an
So
opportunity.
for all those
now.
that wear
Instead of
skinny
second and
jeans,
whatever it would have been, 25.
just think of
Now
that.
here they are, 2nd and 10. Who cares?
Simon out of breath. He gets a break. 2nd down and 10. They clock at 1. Watson fires to the near side. That's caught.
Oh, got the first down.
Akins, the number 2 tight end, to the 35-yard line. He goes. Gain of 20 yards.
What do we talk about when we are talking about the Patriots? It's always the other guys that have to win, right? We'll come into this game talking about DeAndre Hopkins and Kenny Stills and Will Fuller. And yet, if you're going to beat the Patriots, your B players have to have big nights. So far, the B players are having big nights.
Watson's now hit 6 different receivers. This is Carlos Hyde. Gain of 1 to the 35-yard line.
But so far, my lasting impression of this game was Tom Brady going off the field that last time.
baby.
Right?
Oh,
That's
Rick.
what we're talking about here. It has been
Skinny
that
jeans,
way
Crocs, and
this
man
entire
buns.
season. And
Shaking my head.
for all the greatness of Tom Brady, he has not been able to crack the code so far with this group of offensive players.
And they're 10-1 in good measure, of course, because that defense has been so suffocating. Special teams ain't bad either. 2nd down and 9.
Back in man coverage.
5 wide here. Over the middle.
Ooh.
Making the catch.
Hopkins got the first.
And it's the first time he takes care of Gilmore,
Whoa.
who's there covering on the play, and Hopkins has a first down.
It's a pretty release right there. Watch how quick Hopkins is on this release. Immediately attacks the defender's outside edge and then breaks hard to the inside. He knows it's man coverage too. He's just going to use that tight end coming off there as a little pick. What a great matchup. One of the best receivers in the game against arguably the best cornerback.
This is the 12th play of the drive. 6 rushes, 5 passes.
I appreciate that,
Pass number
Dwayne.
6 over the middle. Caught inside the 20, gain of 9. Duke Johnson making it 2nd down and 1.
I love what Deshaun Watson is doing. He's reading these defenses so well. Man, 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 you come back, and now they jump into a zone defense. What do? You just check it down. Here they go. Right there's where you want to try and drop the ball off. This is a young man who's not just running around haphazardly anymore. He's reading the defense. He understands it, and he's breaking it down.
Full house backfield, 9 out of 12. He is. Play fake, pass caught.
Oh,
Fells
touchdown.
down.
Former Detroit Lion, Darren Fells.
What a drive that was. 88 yards, 13 plays,
All right, Texans, I see you.
and it's a 13-yard touchdown pass.
Basically, all you're going to do is overload the defense here with both guys coming out. And so the first guy is going to draw the coverage, and the second guy is going to go uncovered. I'll tell you, this has been fun so far. If you're a Texans fan, Watson's been hot, and Bill O'Brien's dialing up some great play calls.
Talking about Fells as an unsung hero, that's already 7 touchdown receptions for him this season.
14-3. 6:21 left in the first half. Sounds like somebody out there for blood. What's going on, Josh? I appreciate you coming out, Hollywood. Charles says, wear some skinny jeans. Maybe you'll get lucky. Who is Sekou and why did 4 points sound so impressive? Sekou Doumbouya is the Detroit Pistons rookie. He hardly plays this year. Obviously, he's the youngest player in the NBA right now. But last time he only got, I think, like 30 seconds or a minute of playing time, and then today he actually got 3 minutes, and he had 4 points. He did miss his free throw, but he was 2 for 2. He was 100% shooting, but missed his one free throw. So it's awesome to see him. I'm the guy that wants him on the actual active main roster. He's a G League guy right now. But he was our 15th overall pick.
That's the flex game in 2 weeks from Heinz Field. This is Bolden. Up to the 21-yard line. While we were showing you that graphic, you saw Mr. Belichick having a few words with his group.
Yeah, they're hitting them with some funky formations. So you got 3 running backs, really 2 tight ends in the backfield. Here comes the first one, draws Chung, and there's nobody left. Hightower was looking around and going, I guess that was mine. But it's something you don't practice. You don't practice against 3 guys in the backfield. And those 2 guys, they're cracking the code.
So Tom Brady, who is 4 of 11 for 33 yards, starts by handing it up to Burkhead with a nice run here. And Burkhead lunging
got the
for
first.
what might be a first down.
Yeah, and what did we see when they got behind in the Ravens game? We saw them go to that hurry-up, no-huddle offense. So as this game progresses, you might see a little more aggressive nature out of Josh McDaniels. Boy, do they need somebody inside. They need a Matt Lacoste. They need Mohamed Sanu, somebody to start working that middle of the field.
Handed off to White. He has room. A nice tackle is made up to 37. Flag on the play. Jonathan Joseph makes the tackle. Get the call from Tony Correnti momentarily.
Flag on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 11. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It's on Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman with the block in the back.
Little nudge in the back right there. Enough for the officials. I'll tell you, they were really excited to get Justin Reed back in the lineup, number 20, the guy that got pushed on that play. He's the quarterback of the defense. And so far, boy, they're hitting on all cylinders on both sides of the ball. This is the defense that's been gouged for 430-something yards the last couple of games.
1st and 17. Off play action.
Brady. Oh, almost intercepted.
Edelman's there. He always draws a crowd. You got the recently acquired Hargraves along with Justin Reed doubling them.
Trying to go to the doubled up Edelman, but because that's where he is the most comfortable. Nice job with Reed getting back underneath this thing, but then, almost for Vernon Hargraves, who's really made a difference coming in here in the slot. You know, you start going down the defensive backs. It's been a grab bag this year. But Roby, a first-round pick. Hargraves, a first-round pick. Joseph, Conley, they've got talent on that side.
Yeah, they've got 9 defensive backs in their first year with Houston. And that is caught open over the middle there is Matt Lacoste. And that's a first down.
With the first down.
The Patriots, I mean, you think about Gronkowski and what they've had over the years. They are last in the league in receptions by tight ends.
I'm going to tell you, though, Al, they have been waiting to see a Gronkowski seam route completed off of play action. That has been their go-to play to Gronkowski for as long as I can remember, and yet this year that play seems to have disappeared.
Brady now hands the ball off to the 49. Patriot tight ends. I thought you were starting to say they were waiting for Gronkowski to unretire. That's not going to happen. Take a look at that. Fewest catches by tight ends, 4th fewest yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Gronkowski.
What is Rob Gronkowski doing?
Second, here's White, stuffed by Zach Cunningham.
You know, the one thing I'll say about Gronkowski, A, he was a great player.
Yep.
But B, he had a way of bringing a little fun into the Patriots organization, right? You agree with
Where's
me?
Gronk?
I mean, he really was, even on television the other day, I saw him come on and go, Tom, you won the game. Relax. Have some fun. Enjoy it. You won.
Yep.
And so I think that there are certain big charismatic personalities that bring more than just what they bring on the field.
He spread some joy in Foxborough is what he did. 3rd down and 7.
All right, 3rd and 7.
Brady under pressure.
Oh.
Ducks away.
Oh, sack.
They can't duck a second time. Jacob Martin, who nearly had a sack before, gets one here. 4th down. The sack to beat the band.
Jake Martin.
Absolutely, Josh. That's crazy.
This is the 2nd week in a row. He had a sack a week ago. And I tell you, that guy can get around the corner and bend. And if he can be a factor on that side with Merciless on the other side, maybe they can rediscover that pass rush.
4th and 11. They're going to punt it.
Bailey's punt. Fair catch is called for and made at the 10-yard line by DeAndre Carter with 2:20.
All right, ball's at the 10-yard line. What's going on, Fishing Essential? Patriots acting like the Lions.
Night. He's waiting all day for late Sunday night.
Yeah, he is. It's great, though, having his show on after ours.
This drive begins at the 10. Their last drive started.
Well, happy belated birthday, Fishing Essential.
Watson stepping up, but it's taken down a yard behind the line of scrimmage by the rookie Chase Winovich.
And Winovich, and I think Belichick gave him a little conversation, much like they're getting on that side of the ball right now. And the conversation went something like, do not run behind Deshaun Watson. Don't get deeper than he is. Squeeze him in the pocket. Make him beat us from in there.
Takes us to the 2-minute warning.
All right, 14-3. 2 minutes left in the first half. Hey, real talk, I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait for December 20th when this new Star Wars movie comes out. Oh, for real, Rick? That's what's up. What? That is crazy, Rick. Never had a gator take my ball, but hit the ball while standing within 10 feet of a alligator many times. What's going on, Chris Wink? That is crazy, Rick. I'd be scared. Now you give me a shotgun instead of a golf club, I'd be cool.
Is down by 11, second down and 11 here. Duke Johnson. And he can go
Gain
next
of
to
1.
nowhere. It'll be third down.
Well, the one thing that you know Bill O'Brien would love to do here is at least pick up this first down and not have to give the ball back to Tom Brady. This is one of those kind of big
hopefully,
moments where you
this
start
winter
a game,
I can go to Florida for about a week.
Chance right before the half. Big play right now.
And a double dose if he gets it, because they will get the second half kickoff. They won the flip and deferred. Third down and 10.
I've been saying that for the past 3 years, 4 years though. So hopefully.
Caught, but that's Kenny Stills making his first catch of the night at the 15-yard line. Shy of a first down, and now the Patriots can take a timeout.
All right, Patriots with the timeout. 1:10 left. Patriots getting the football.
Back right now, you've got 72 seconds.
Yeah.
before the punt.
Charles says I can verify that. And
So
don't look
Tom
for the balls
gets
in
loose, and Brady
water
tonight,
hazard.
5 out of 13
Monster snappers
for
too.
57 yards. Ryan Angle's third punt. Backing up, calling for and making the fair catch is Sanu.
That
Brady
ball
will
on the
begin.
31. Yep, 31-yard line. I've actually seen Sandhill whooping cranes run an alligator off a fairway. That's crazy. Okay, Troxel, can I say it? I take it as a yes. What are you talking about, Dwayne? They surround the alligator and jump at him and peck his eye, peck at its eyes out. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, absolutely. Dwayne with Detroit basketball. Yes, sir. They definitely got a big win today. They definitely needed it. And I'm excited.
What did he do? Can he lead him to a score here? 105, 2 timeouts. Start the drive at the 31-yard line. In the pocket to the
Luke
outside.
says, let's go Texans.
Coming back, and the flag is down as Myers is there. He does make the catch, but we'll see about the penalty. Looks to be against
Holding
the Texans.
defense number 24. This penalty has been declined. The result of the play is a first down.
It's Jonathan Joseph. Here's Myers. Well, there's no challenge inside 2 minutes. If they want to look at it, they have to stop it from New York.
Ooh, that right knee, did it get down first?
Well, they're not stopping it yet. And now they are stopping it. Yep.
How are you going to wait till the very last millisecond to...
Timeout.
What do you call it?
Houston, they're second.
He did. I mean,
32nd
he
timeout.
wants New York
Oh.
to take a closer look at this because he can't call a challenge here. So the left foot is up in the air.
Right. I think that.
Option of taking the penalty here too. The penalty is on.
Yeah, but that was still a
Houston.
significant gain.
No question.
And with 59 seconds, you're going to fight for every yard.
The previous play will go under review.
It took a while. It took.
Official review. Charles, yeah, Brady's the GOAT. He has 6 rings. He has the most Super Bowl rings in the NFL. Like, yeah, he's the GOAT. You know, I mean, a lot of it, yeah, a lot of people say, well, how many did he actually win? You know, because of all the asterisks. But, yeah, he's definitely the GOAT. You know, he's kind of like, to me, like the quote-unquote Michael Jordan of the NFL. Who are you talking about? Who Brady replaced? Drew Bledsoe? Oh, at Michigan? It was, wasn't it Brian Greasy? Hold on.
16 yards. Here it is again, as close as it can get. But both toes are down. Has control. It stands. So now 59 seconds, first down up at the 47-yard line. White in the backfield. Brady going to go deep downfield, and nobody's there. Philip Dorsett was going down the sideline, but not even close. Second down and 10.
Well, it's pretty easy to see now what's happening. Julian Edelman in the slot is getting double teamed, and Tom Brady is looking for somebody to make a play on the outside. Unfortunately for him, there's no Gronk, there's no Josh Gordon, there's no Antonio Brown, there's nobody, and the guy he has is running a route different than what he wants to see.
Second down and 10. Off play action to the outside. Myers makes that catch. Close to a first down. He stops the clock. Gain of 9, 48 seconds.
You know, it's one of the other things that's frustrating about playing this Texans team is they're aggressive on the front end, but very conservative on the back end. So you're not going to get a lot of deep shots against this team, and so you have to stay patient, and Brady's trying to stay patient.
Yeah, I got the last name right.
Third down and 1. Hands the ball off to White, bangs into his own man, who picks up that first down to the 39-yard line. And the Patriots, with their 2 timeouts, are letting the clock run, and now they're going to take one. So the Patriots trying to double down, scoring on the final possession of the first half, and again after receiving the kickoff in the second half. They've done it 31 times. Since 08, that's the most in the NFL.
You know, I keep waiting for that moment.
Hansen replaced
Tom Brady and the offense looks smarter than
Brady.
Right? There always are those moments in the game, and yet I just don't think they've played together enough to be there. And I think the flip side of this is that now with Roby back and Reed back and Jonathan Joseph and Lonnie Johnson, this is a team built a little like the Patriots with #1 draft picks in their secondary at cornerback, so they can match up.
You saw that clock running down, but they got that timeout with 41 seconds. 1 remaining, first down from the 39. Just 1 man deep for the Texans. And the linebackers back off, and Brady's going to the sideline.
Oh!
And that'll be incomplete. Intended for Dorsett, covered by Lonnie Johnson. Second down.
Lonnie Johnson, a second-rounder, so all those first-rounders, he's a second-rounder. He's given up 6 touchdowns this year. One in that game had 4 touchdowns allowed against the Colts, and yet here he is, a little contact, a little pushy and shovey, and they're letting him play football out here tonight.
Second round pick out of Kentucky. 2nd and 10.
I actually don't know where he's at now.
Brady fires over the middle low.
Oh.
Incomplete. Myers was there. 3rd and 10 with 31 ticks.
I would hate to be in that locker room in 31 seconds.
Because they just saw something. If they take Julian Edelman and move him out wide, they're going to keep the double team on him. The safety moved that way. So you're going to get one-on-one with anybody you want on the back side of that if they stay with this defense. Now they bring him inside.
Yeah, bring him inside.
What's going on, Lorenzo?
Then they move him to the right side by himself. Brady looking straight over the middle, throws, and it's going to be knocked down. McKinney.
4th and 10 with 26 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, and right now the Texans are spending cornerbacks. There's McKinney inside making the play, but you also saw Vernon Hargraves coming in from the backside, so they are not going to let James White have those one-on-ones, and that's what's happening. They can take away their 2-star players in White and Edelman, and nobody else is making those plays.
And on 4th and 10, they're not going to take a chance and give Watson the ball and let him throw a Hail Mary or whatever and get into field goal range. So they send in the punt.
Anson's coaching
with Bailey.
Wow.
I guess it's a fake. A fake. Goes down, punt. And it'll be down inside the 5-yard line or just outside. It spins back with 15 seconds. So, you know, I'll tell you
they will
another
probably
reason
kneel
this
that
game is so
go into the
important right now.
locker room with a 14-3 lead.
If the Patriots lose this game, the Ravens would be the #1 seed in the AFC at the moment.
No question.
They'd have the same record. They beat them head-to-head.
Shout out
And
to
it's
the
important,
13
obviously,
people.
for the
Appreciate you
Texans
guys.
to stay in front of
Damian
Tennessee
says,
by a game.
look like Brady and Belichick going to have
Tennessee
to
winning today over
pay
Indy.
the
And
refs to
Tennessee and
deflate the
Houston
balls a little.
will meet twice in the last 3 weeks this season.
Charles
It's
says
going to be
Brett Favre
quite
close
a race to
second.
the finish line.
If
It's going to
not
be quite
Montana.
a halftime scene for Bill Belichick as well. And he had to burn a timeout right there. You know what's the biggest play of the game in my mind so far?
Escaping that sack?
Escaping the
Timeout,
sack.
New
You
England.
got it.
Yeah, well, I can read.
USA Today and ESPN recently had a poll, and both said Lawrence Taylor is the greatest player of all time. Yeah, that dude was sick and nasty when he was playing. Like, especially when Belichick and Parcells was with him. All right. They are going into halftime. And I am going to take a quick halftime break. I will be back. Going to make sure the little one's tucked into bed and say goodnight to her. So I will be back. All right, you guys hang on tight. All right, all right. I am back. Oh, absolutely. Dwayne, small NBA news. Andre Drummond has 8,000 career points as of today. Shout out to Andre Drummond. Absolutely. We definitely need to re-sign him. But obviously he's going to go test out the free agency market, as he should. Does he have more rebounds than points? I believe so. But I don't think it's a big margin, though. Actually, no. He has 7,749 rebounds. So he has more points than rebounds. Seven thousand 765 rebounds. Yep. Going to get this second half started here shortly. Rick says that's pretty good career numbers. Absolutely. All right. Patriots get the ball.
To start the second half at the 25-yard
Get the ball at the 25-yard line.
I just spoke with Bill O'Brien, and he is expecting on this first drive for the Patriots to come out firing, to use some tempo, and he wants to hold them to 3 and out. He said, we've got to show them some different things because they're going to adjust. When they get the ball back on offense, O'Brien wants them to run it better, take
Rick says,
care of the
not a basketball guy, but even I know that.
All right, Michelle, let's see what goes on here.
Absolutely, Rick.
As they start with Michelle as the running back. Give it to him, and he will get stuffed at the line of scrimmage by
no gain.
Linebacker number 41. It'll be second down and long.
Yeah, it's one of the things these two teams have very much in common. Their defensive linemen.
Shout out to the 5 in the building. Appreciate you guys.
Two gapping. So their job is to stop the run. Don't worry about rushing the passer. You take on your guy, control the line of scrimmage. Don't give him space to run the football. And so far, the Texans have done a nice job of that.
Yeah, it's been working. White is the back right now. The ball sets up in the slot.
Play action.
White, he stays in the block. Brady under pressure.
Oh my goodness.
40-yard line. That's Roby again. There's a flag on the play, and Roby.
Oh, down at the 5. Bradley Roby with the interception. Flag on the play though. 14-12 left in the third.
Oh, it's coming back
Holding
for the Texans.
defense number 21. 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
So there goes
Oh,
the pick,
wow.
and there's a penalty on Roby.
What?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, that's very suspect. Oh yeah, he held him though.
Got his arm hooked there.
I don't think anybody's going to argue that one.
Nope. Roby.
Yeah, it was a right call though.
So that puts him at the 30-yard line. Roby had the interception in the first half. It led to a touchdown. So the Patriots given a reprieve, the 30 now, and begin this series with a 4-yard pickup by White.
All right, let's take a look at what happened to the been a question of protection. Since Isaiah Wynn's come back, the protection's been
Oh man, Gridiron, I have no idea.
3.1 seconds, by far the longest of the season so far.
4-yard gain by Michelle, 2nd and 6. Brady hits
Oh!
from behind.
Burkhead.
Burkhead, as Tom goes to the
Straight
turf,
through
it's
his
3rd down and
hands.
6.
Well, that time Merciless with a nice little pass rush once again. And now what has been sort of automatic over the years, you know, when Tom Brady gets down to these 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, you just, okay, we know what's going to happen. You're going to throw it to Gronk, you're going to throw it to James White, Edelman, somebody in the middle of the field, we're going to pick this up. And yet, not tonight.
Meanwhile, the new right tackle is Marshall Newhouse in for Marcus Cannon. Brady is 7 of 20. 35%.
Oh my goodness. Bradley Roby with the sack.
Firing through. So he had the early interception, then the penalty negated the
4th down.
interception. And now he comes right through the middle and buries him.
What a great call by Romeo Crennel. We've had man coverage right there, right, all night long with Roby. This time they blitz him. We're going to play man coverage out there, and Brady just cannot react to it. Great call there by Romeo Crennel.
10-yard sack. O'Brien telling Michelle he wanted to hold him to a 3 and out, did the next best thing. Get a first down via penalty. Now it's 4th and 16. In comes Bailey. His punt backing up. Carter. Fields at the
Ball at 30. Ball at the 32, I believe. Oh, 31-yard line. Hey, I want to say shout out to the Houston Texans, man. They came out to play. You know, the Patriots were 10-1 going into this game against the Houston Texans all time. And it looks like it might be 10-2. Man, Rick, I don't even know, man. They need to cut Danny Amendola. But Danny Amendola is our only hope. Man, that's crazy. If Patriots lose, Ravens become the #1 seed. If the Seahawks win tomorrow, the Niners go from 1 seed to the 5th seed.
So O'Brien trying to beat his mentor for the first time. 0-5 counting postseason.
Yeah, they don't look good tonight, AT.
Meanwhile, you got Watson under pressure, and he's going to go down to the 21-yard line. Dante Hightower got there, and Deshaun could not escape. A sack right there, amounting to a loss back to the 21.
There you are, Blitz.
So now you're going to end up with, over here, they're going to slide the line, and that's going to open it up right there for Hightower, who gets the clean shot. So one good call on defense deserves another one on the opposite side. Once you figure out which way the protection is going to go, if you can read it, you can have a free linebacker coming after your quarterback.
2nd and 19. Go 5 wide. Blitz coming, and that's dropped up at the 35-yard line by Kenny Stills. Came over in that Tunsil trade with Miami at the outset of the season. It'll be 3rd and 19.
It's kind of nice when your team has a 4-3 wide receiver to have a 4-3 defensive back out there able to stop.
Yeah, Rick,
him.
I
But
definitely
what's
agree
happened
with
so
that.
far in the first half, the Texans ate them up when the Patriots tried to blitz. Already hit them on a blitz for a sack, and they're right back to their man coverage. You can almost,
I mean, a lot of the games that they did when it was a lot of it defensive plays that won them the game.
Here they come again. Pass caught out in the flat by Duke Johnson.
Ooh, Duke
And
Johnson.
Duke takes it out to the 38-yard line for a nice gain. Still short of the first down, though. Illinois makes the tackle. 4th and 3.
That was close. Anytime you're backed up 3rd and 1,000,000 like that, they came after him with another blitz and almost got out of there with a first down. But that was a nice defensive stand. That was the best defensive look so far out of the Patriots. Much more aggressive.
Brian Anger averaging 48 yards on his first 3 kicks. Back for the return. And it backs him up, and he's going to call for a fair catch back at the 6-yard line.
Nope. Can't play that music. Oh, I definitely appreciate the new subscriber. Appreciate that, Zion. Oh, snap. I know what I forgot. There we go. Cyan Lamar says, what's up, Trox? I'm late to the party, LOL. I'll have to check in on your Pistons games. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I mostly do basketball games now. I am contemplating maybe Thursday nights do football, but not 100% sure on that yet. Yeah, I will say this, Zion, that you will have a lot of fun in my Pistons streams and basketball streams.
Cannon's back in. Meanwhile, Roberts lines up as the fullback. Tries to provide leverage. Going through the middle is Michelle. And speaking of Michelle, here she is.
Well, yeah, Marcus Cannon came out of the locker room. He was back there. He's one of the many guys who was ill this week, Al. We saw how many there were on that injury list. He went back, got an IV. He has the IV wrap on and back ready to play.
And Michelle, as you know, the Patriots actually put the sick guys on one plane, flew them down under separate cover.
Why do people act
Houston,
like
so they came down
you're
in two
supposed
planes,
to say
no
your
frequent
team
flyer
is
mileage
great
was given
even
out.
when it's not?
Yeah, we used to
If
do
you
that
don't,
two-plane thing with the Bengals
you're
all
not
the
a
time.
true supporter of your team?
With the glider.
That's a great question,
Second and
AT.
5. Brady fires down the sideline.
That never, I mean, it's one of those
Third down,
things that's
5.
like,
The down-
you know, it's so, I don't know, silly to me. Rick says, I've been a Bucks fan for 43 years, and I know we currently suck, LOL. Wow, 17 consecutive seasons with 10-plus wins since 2003. Uh-oh. Ted Karras, their center's down.
Went down earlier in the season, so Karras has had to carry the load this year. And Ferentz will take over. Meanwhile, 17 consecutive years. I mean, they won the Super Bowl in 01, had an off year in 02, and the beginning in 03. It's just
Yeah, fans are crazy.
And the 1 year they didn't make
AT.
the playoffs,
I mean, me, I
when
keep it
Brady got
real.
hurt on
If
opening
we
day
suck,
in
we
08,
suck.
they still won
If
11
we're good,
games,
we're
but the
good.
math took them
If
out
we're
of
great, we're
postseason.
great.
So 3rd down and 5 with a new center in there right now. James Ferentz snapping in the shotgun. And Brady throws, and that'll
Ooh,
be
got a
caught,
first down.
And picking up the first down, that's Sanu, who's had a quiet night. Came over from Atlanta to give them a little bit of a spark. And it's the first down.
Yeah, I think a lot of people maybe were a little surprised that Sanu was the target of what they wanted. But I think it really points to what this team is all about. They are about the inside passing game. You can tell they really have had no threat whatsoever on the outside. But the hope was Sanu would be that third guy inside that they were missing with Gronk.
On the ground.
Oh, got a first down and more. Down at the 40. Looks like the 30.
After a long gain by Justin Reed. Takes him to midfield.
Oh, midfield.
32-yard gallop.
The other thing that you want to get with Sanu is blocking down, and that allows your tight end to come out around. They completely outflank the defense, and keep this tackle in mind. That was a nice play by Justin Reed in the open field with James White just to get him on the ground. That was a big moment right there.
That's the longest run of White's career in the regular season. Play action, Brady over the middle, almost picked again. Justin Reed was there. 2nd down and 10.
How do you
When
feel
White
about
is in
John
the
Wall?
game, 84%
Random
pass percentage
question.
when he's on the field.
Highest
among running backs.
I mean, when healthy, John Wall is a very great point guard.
So that goes against their tendencies there, but that's exactly
But
what
that's
they
the
needed at this
question
point.
right now is, can he get healthy and stay healthy?
In the play he made. But James White can run the ball. I mean, we know that, but he's much better as a receiver.
2nd down and 10. Inside handoff. Finding his way is White to the 45-yard line. He goes. 3rd and 4. Well, I'll tell you what, White loves this ballpark. He had a Super Bowl for the ages here, because this is where New England has won 2 Super Bowls, one against Carolina and the unforgettable comeback against the Falcons. Third and 4, Brady.
Oh, absolutely, Zion.
Will be caught by Sanu, who signals 1st down, but the official comes in and appears to mark it a little bit
Derrick
short.
Rose would be a different story.
So 4th down in this
John Wall would be a
particular
different
situation.
story. I mean,
And I'd be surprised if they didn't go for it.
even Blake Griffin.
So you can judge for yourself, but I agree with Al. I thought this was the far stick is the official, and he's going to be just short of that line.
So here they go, 4th and inches. Snap it with 2 on the play clock, and Brady's going to go play action.
Oh, turnover on downs.
Sanu was there. Joseph with the tight coverage. They turn it over on downs.
So Houston takes over. When Allen Iverson came to Detroit, he never really fit in. And then on top of all that, he actually had a gambling problem here. And, because every day he was in downtown Detroit at a casino. And, it really got into the way. And, eventually we paid him to stay home. Absolutely, Rick. Texans came to play, and Brady is looking like he's 42. All right, AT&T, we don't care. Let's get back to the game. Really?
So they turned it over on downs, come up in the pistol here. Hand the ball off to Duke Johnson. And Terry, what did you see on that fourth down play?
After a while, you know, he
so
didn't
Al,
want
he
to play
gets
for
jammed by the defender
Detroit either.
within 5 yards, but the ball is in flight. Tom Brady has just released the football when he jams him, so this should be pass interference in my mind. It looks like he hinders the receiver at that point with the ball in flight.
Could have been challenged and could have been overturned, conceivably. We will never know. 2nd and 7.
Oh,
Errant pass there.
bad pass.
Intended for Duke Johnson. 3rd and 7.
You know, Al, that really was the difference in the first half of this game, is that basically Deshaun
Oh, it's
Watson
still there.
did not mess around with the
Their league
cornerbacks
is
of the
after
New
the
England Patriots.
NBA
He
Finals.
went after the linebackers, he went after safeties, he went after anybody else, but the cornerbacks held up.
It's in, like,
It's
July
been the
and
other guys
August.
that he's been attacking. Doesn't want to get away from that now.
They're playing. It's been a good one. 3rd and 7. Watson 12 of 17.
Oh.
Now 13 of
All
18.
right.
Hits Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills for a big
Jonathan
first
Jones,
down.
that takes it to the 35-yard line.
First time we've seen one of those cover zeros all night. They've been known for it. Safety out of the field, safety out of the middle of the field, which means nobody there. So then you're always going to want to attack the middle of the field. Post route, perfectly read. Once again, Deshaun Watson seeing it and taking advantage.
Full house backfield. Watson's going to keep it and throw on the run and incomplete. Try to get it out there to Jordan Akins. 2nd and 10 and a penalty.
Nope, flag on the
far
play.
side of the field, on the other side at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage was the 35.
.555 left in the third quarter.
An eligible member of the offense downfield prior to the pass, number 73. This penalty has been declined. The results of the play, 2nd down.
Yeah, they'll take the incomplete pass and the down to make it 2nd and 10. You know, Bill O'Brien doesn't get a lot of accolades and all that. Just thinking back,
Yeah,
they
I
started
agree,
0-3
Zion.
last year. Do you realize in their last 24 regular season games, they're 18 and 6?
Rick says game
He's leading
over.
tonight.
He's a half away from accolades.
Yes, he is. A quarter and a half. 2nd and 10. Watson.
Oh, Deshaun Watson. Oh,
Down. The Patriots say
Wait.
no. Will Fuller says he's in there.
oh, yep.
35
Will Fuller
yards.
with the touchdown.
Let's make sure it's a catch. Obviously, 2nd down and 10. Fuller pulling it in. Bobbles. Ball comes out at the end. Terry McCauley, what are you seeing?
So he gets control, and the question is going to be, does he get that 3rd step down while he still has control? 1, 2. It's really tight whether that ball, when that ball comes loose. If he gets the 3rd foot down with control, it's a catch. That's 1, 2. I don't see the 3rd foot completely down yet. It's really close.
So let me ask you a question. It's the old John
Previous
Madden
play
book.
will go under review.
Does the left knee count as a foot?
All right, official review. I mean, they gotta. Well, Rick, you gotta remember one thing though. He needs to have 3 full steps. If not, you know, then they might overturn it. Yeah. I mean, I've always been a fan of, hey, did it cross the plane? Yes. Okay, it's a touchdown. I don't care about how many steps you have to take and this, that, the other. It's all trash to me. Did the ball cross the plane? Yes or no? Yes, it crossed the plane. Did he catch it? As far as, is the ball in his hand with the ball cross the plane? Yes. Okay, it's a touchdown. I don't care about no steps and this, that, the other. You know, they need to have it to where it's just like for running backs. As long as that ball crosses that plane, it should be a touchdown. You know, they'll actually get more scoring if it turns out like that. Zion, I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna be a homer and say Calvin Johnson. If he would have played his entire career just like the best running back ever in Barry Sanders, you know, if they would have finished out their careers, there would have been nobody to catch them.
That means, you know, what's the yard line, down in distance, time on the clock, which would indicate that it's going to be overturned.
Right, Alan. As we look at it again, before that third foot comes down, that ball comes completely loose from both hands.
To review, the receiver is unable to maintain control. It is an incomplete pass. It will be 3rd down and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And credit Jonathan Jones for a great play to knock that ball loose at the very last instant.
The one thing that play did on the positive side for the Texans, they came again with that zero blitz, brought the safety out of the middle of the field, and they paid a price for it. Got lucky, no touchdown.
Yeah, I don't even care about knees down, elbows down, 2 steps, 1 step, 3 steps. It don't matter. Like as long as that ball is in your hands and the ball crossed the plane, it should be a touchdown.
Now they're all around the line of scrimmage. Nothing in the middle of the field back here, but I bet they fall back.
Play clock went all the way down. Watson directing traffic and a try and again.
Oh, and a touchdown. Kenny Stills.
Stills for the touchdown.
It is 20-3, folks.
And little doubt about that one. They want
Now the game is over.
Again for the score.
This has been the MO when they draw the coverage to the other way, usually to Hopkins' side.
What's going on? Iceberg says, let's go.
They run 4-3. Will Fuller had his chance.
Yeah, Jerry Rice is
Didn't make it
amazing.
happen, and now they come right back to Stills. There's a double.
You know, but you guys got to remember, Jerry
Holman
Rice
going
had
over the
stick
top.
'em.
No help at all the other way. And the speedster and the maneuverability
What's
of
going on,
Watson
Woolham?
inside the pocket.
Says aloha
Getting it
from
done.
the island of Hawaii. What's going on?
Extra point.
That is definitely a place I definitely want to visit.
Meanwhile, for Watson tonight, 3 touchdown passes, 192 yards.
And he is finding the single coverage all night. Did you hear him? What he was saying was, I saw him go over. I saw what he did. I knew where my single was.
Got that second chance, made it pay off. Extra point by Fairbairn.
And the extra point is good.
5:40.
Yeah, I agree with you, Zion. Randy Moss is making a great announcer. I like seeing him on TV. I think Mike Evans will outstat all but Jerry Rice if he stays healthy. Have you seen his first 6 years stats? Yeah. His first 6-year stat was crazy.
Well, the Texans trying to slay the dragon. Open the show talking about
Yeah, absolutely, Rick.
The Patriots over the years.
They're just terrible. Not even terrible. They were terrible.
4 touchdown passes allowed. That night they were.
Shout out
beaten
to
by
Charles
Baltimore.
Barkley.
Lamar Jackson threw only 1. They killed him on the ground. The Ravens did. Tonight 3. And we start here with a touchback. Sunday night.
Oh my gosh. I cannot stand all this music stuff. First game that went into overtime. Patriots and Falcons.
Tonight, pretty close to it, 21-3. 5:41 left in the third. And Brady.
What's going on, Grunk Grunk? Says Sanu sucks, fire him, send him back to where he came from.
Center. White climbs his way for 3 yards. Let's go to Michelle.
Well, on the Patriots' last drive, remember we saw Ted Karras get injured and stay down on the field for a little bit. Now, he left the field after that, went into the injury tent, and when he came out, he had a brace on that right knee, which you saw just got bent in a little bit. He is now out for the rest of the night, so James Ferentz will be filling in.
Yeah, that's a loss, too, because Karras had done such a nice job replacing Andrews. Ferentz hasn't played that much. 4th year out of Iowa. White is the running back. Brady
He's on par with Michael Vick.
For a while. He's out of bounds.
He is putting Vick-like numbers up.
The 35-yard line first time.
He will probably
Patriot
win
offense,
MVP.
Last 2 games, they had 2 touchdowns.
But it's still too early to say
against Philadelphia
if he's
and
better than
Dallas.
him.
And tonight, 3 points. And they're pretty good on 3rd down conversions. 202 yards, but down by 18.
Just how you drop a pass like that and you're a professional receiver.
Stuffed in the backfield. DJ Reader read it perfectly. No pun intended. 2nd down.
DJ Reader, once again, he's the hammer inside now for this football team. He's flashed a little pass rush, but this is his specialty right here. Just setting up, being large inside, and shutting down that run game tonight for the New England Patriots. I don't know which is stunning me more, the offensive performance by the Patriots or the defensive performance.
The whole plate. 2nd and 11. Brady throws. That's caught at the 35. Flag is down. Jacoby Myers, for the moment, takes the ball.
Like the ball would be at the midfield.
Texan territory.
Holding. Offense, number
Ooh,
61.
that hurts.
10-yard penalty. Repeat,
That's
second down.
on the right tackle. That's on Marcus Cannon.
And that's Jake Martin again coming around. Part of that Clowney deal. And he has been flashing some speed around the edge. Watch him here.
All right, Gridiron, appreciate you coming in, brother.
And part of what has made him successful rushing is his ability.
You had 6 good games.
Josh
Chill
is
out
having
with
a rough
Lamar.
time watching this out here tonight. But part of what makes him so successful so far for the
Yeah, but
Texans
if you've seen
is
the
his
quarterbacks he
ability
beat,
to bend.
he's going to win the
We used to
MVP.
talk about that all the time with the edge rushers of the Colts. That vertical angle they get coming around there.
2nd and 21. Pick up a few here. Not much, though. White makes the catch. Scored it out of bounds by Hargraves.
Not too early, but he's leading a better team, which helps.
I mean, the formula hasn't changed, right? Give Romeo Cornell credit. He's
Appreciate that, Gridiron. Says congrats on 600, Trev. 1K is coming soon. Appreciate that.
Is Justin Reed.
Hopefully by Super Bowl Sunday.
Has just been directing traffic all night.
It's a little steep. That's 402 months. But hopefully, got basketball as well.
Stanford. Eric is his brother. Brady throws, and that's going to be caught.
Oh, got the first down.
Who will pick up the first down, escaping a tackle. And they really needed it on a 3rd and 17. He's able to move the chains. That's a gain of 23 yards for Ben Watson. This tackle there, 16 years in the league. That's Roby who misses the tackle.
Yeah, Roby's been up and down all night with some of this stuff, but that was a killer. There still should have been enough there. They were playing that sticks defense. I can't believe he picked up the first down.
What's going on, Pika? Says Texans deserve to win, even though I like the Saints.
Jacoby Myers, and he'll be forced.
I think the Saints are actually going to be your Super Bowl champs.
And let's see what this one.
Well, there's bodies all over.
I think Brady's going to get his ring before he dips out the league.
Or push or something happened.
That's Hargraves right there.
Hargraves is down.
Edelman.
And flag on the play.
Edelman ran dead into him.
Locked up.
Coming across the field.
Offense, number 11. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
I think that would qualify.
Yeah, he took 2 guys out of the play.
And you never know for sure.
Shout out to Julian Edelman taking 2 guys out the play in the penalty.
Some kind of pick.
But it's 1st and 20.
So
and Hargraves is still down.
Brings it back where it'll be first
Amor
down
has a
and
better
20.
team
Hargraves,
that Vic did.
who was a first-round pick by Tampa 3 years ago.
Better make the playoffs.
We talked about the fact he was in Tampa Bay. And
I appreciate that, Pika.
Called him out for lack of hustle and effort. Let him go, and he winds up here.
I'll tell you, he made a huge difference last week, and he's made a huge difference tonight. This team looks different. They were always so built around their pass rush with Clowney and J.J. Watt and Merciless, and now they're really built around this secondary.
Yeah, I definitely think the Saints are going to make the playoffs, and you know they're definitely probably going to make the Super Bowl. You know, you guys got to hope for Saints and Patriots, because this is the year the Patriots are going to lose, and the Alabama Crimson Tide will, if they make the playoffs, you know, they're supposed to win the, what do you call it, according to the stat of every other year, those two.
Holding, offense, number 28, 10-yard penalty, and repeat.
Ooh, James White.
On James White.
Yeah, good luck trying to block these guys.
You know,
He's up
every
here.
other
He
year
knows what
the
he's gotta
Patriots
do.
and
Unfortunately,
Alabama
the old big truck
alternate
beats the little
championships.
truck every
So,
time kind of thing came
you know,
into
with that
play
being
right
said,
there.
you know, this is the year that Alabama's supposed to win and New England's supposed to lose.
30.
How true is that? It's been happening since 2012.
Now they're backed up again to the 31-yard line.
I better see a stream next Sunday against the 49ers.
Brady.
If I get it, I definitely will do it.
There's Edelman. He gets free.
Oh, Edelman's wide open.
Down the sideline he goes.
Got it to the, 25.
So Edelman has been blanketed all night. Somehow gets wide open for a gain of 44.
Well, they're going to try this.
And if I don't do it, the Gridiron Blitz will do it.
Has all the time for that deep over to
but yeah, if I get out, I'll probably do it.
Side,
I don't know.
And there was
Yeah,
the moment
I don't
they've
think
been
I have a
waiting
Pistons
for.
game
Great protection, pick it up and hit a big
on
play.
next Sunday, so I should be free.
Longest play of the game. Play action again. Brady will check it down and incomplete.
Yep,
White
I'll
stayed
be
in the
free
block
because they
for
play
a
on
moment, then
Monday.
flared out. 2nd down and 10.
We know Tom Brady can go through his progression as fast as anybody. He looked at 4 guys, and 4 guys were covered that time. He gave it the full shot, and the protection is there. He is holding the ball longer
Appreciate
than I think
the 16
he has
in
this
the building.
entire season, and yet they're not getting the separation.
And doing it with a center, new center Ferentz, who replaced Karras.
Well, my team is crappy, but I like the Detroit Lions, but I do love good football.
2nd and 10. Again, the play fake. shoulder shake. Throws
You know, I'm a huge fan of Drew Brees.
Dorsett out of bounds. A
You
little
know,
shy of the sticks.
what he does at his height is
At
truly
the 15.
phenomenal.
Well, if Brady doesn't move around in the pocket.
Yeah,
we
I know.
talk
We've
about
been
him
rebuilding
as a
since
scrambler, but as a
1958.
mover inside that pocket. But Dorsett was open the whole time. Brady saw him. He just had to get his body in position to throw that ball. So now a little bit of this play action.
And our last playoff win was 1991.
Minute to go in the quarter. 3rd and inches, and they get the first down on a run here.
I
by
appreciate
White
the
to
new subscriber.
12-yard line. Final minute.
What's
of
going
the
on, Pam?
third
She
quarter.
says, what? The Patriots only have
Tackled
3.
by Roby on the Watson catch. And this drive sustained. It's 3rd and 17 right there.
Yeah, I used to live out in Arizona, so I do like the Cardinals and some Arizona teams. And my hometown is Detroit, so you know that's the only reason why I like those teams. And you know,
It's just the plays that have been automatic in the past. You know, I mean, those plays, you got the play action going, get it to them in the flat. You got a big tight end. Make somebody miss a tackle, and the routine plays aren't routine anymore.
Second down and 10.
I don't know if that's a compliment or a diss.
Protection. Secondary does this job, and then Brady just has to flip it away. 3rd down and 10. Great coverage on the
But
back
appreciate
end.
that, Pika.
17 seconds now.
She said,
to the end of the period. 3rd
You
and
could
10.
be my dad because you
They're
sound
gonna
like my
get
dad.
A little knock on the outside here against Edelman. So Brady tried to buy some time, and there was plenty of time to be had. And once again, nobody
Wow,
open.
6 seconds. Compliment, I think.
And then in that defense.
Oh, my
They
bad.
don't have to get it all here. I think they have to go for it on 4th down here.
I do too. Otherwise down by 15.
My apologies.
Quarter to go. I don't think so. Brady throws.
Oh, James White for a touchdown.
Jog into the end zone for a touchdown.
Sign says
So 3rd and 10,
313-810.
they send
Let's
White
go.
out to the near
Absolutely.
side. That's good for 12 yards and the score.
Oh,
Their
well,
first
Dad.
touchdown of the night.
All the attention they paid to James White all night long, and nobody. I'm not even sure who was supposed to. Perhaps McKinney? All 3 going across the field, and there is just nobody that even acts like they thought they had that
Russell made
responsibility.
the playoff 6 of 7
now
season,
down by
averaged 12 wins a season, and only missed
They're
4
going to
snaps
line
in
up
the
and
first
go
5
for
seasons.
2.
Wow, that is crazy.
They're trying to make it a 10-point game. So the 2-point attempt. Brady surveys. Lets the clock run all the way down. So I think he wanted to see what was on the other side here. And the flag for a delay.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
So now they can come out and what they can do here is kick the extra point. Terry.
There are 2 options, Al, or they can go for 2 from the 7,
Right.
or they can kick it from the 20.
5-yard penalty.
Well, they're going to take the penalty there. I'm not. You know, it was clear they were looking to get the delay or get maybe Houston to jump offside and take it to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, or they were looking for something specific.
Right.
Right. They were looking for a specific defense matchup that they liked, didn't see it, going ahead and kick it. But obviously this not automatic in this situation with your 4th kicker.
Here's Forbath kicking for the first time this season. He's been out of football this year. Had tryouts earlier in the week with Carolina and Tennessee. And so Forbath, who's been around since 2012, and he's at least a 1-game substitute for the third kicker that they had this season. Falk, who underwent an
They
emergency
missed the
appendectomy
extra
on
point.
Wednesday. Bill looks like he could use a little surgery at this point. 21-9. So he had a 23-yard field goal earlier. Misses the extra point here.
Cool one, and your mom.
And that was close enough. Maybe you have to wonder, would that have been good from 5 yards closer?
You could wonder.
Never know.
Nor will we ever.
No. But somewhere in Atlanta, they're going, yeah, hold on, guys.
What's going on, Daniel?
We've seen this act before.
How about them Pistons?
Touchback here. We've had that show, and Chris doing the show with Bill Belichick and Rich Eisen every Friday night, talking about the 100
How about
greatest
the Patriots
players.
comeback will be
We've
real?
broken it down into 6 shows. When it comes to coaches, this is Bill Belichick and his philosophy.
Sun Tzu, the art of war. Attack weaknesses, utilize strengths, and figure out what the strengths are in your team. There's some things you have to protect, find the weaknesses of your opponent, and attack. You can't win a war by digging a hole. You got to attack. So you have to figure out where you want to attack, how you want to attack, and that changes week to week, game to game.
Chuck Noll and Paul Brown were named along with Belichick. Those are 3 of the 10. We can tell you that. 7 more to come on the next show. It's the end of the third.
Peak of the Saints fan. Now I got a better name. Absolutely. Definitely like that name. I can never get a Pistons game right. Patriots got 6 stops hating. Not even a Patriots fan. Patriots got their butts handed to them, says Erica. Rick says Patriots are like the Niners this season. They can't beat playoff contenders consistently. Niners beat the Packers, but that was a fluke. Pika the Saints fan better than Pika the Lions fan. No offense. Minnesota says haters are same every year. Patriots lose or Bama lose. They suck. But how? I never said that they suck or don't suck. I said that the Lions suck, and that's my home team, and I root for the Lions. Troxel, I bet the Ravens will represent the AFC. All right, if the Ravens, what do you call it? Represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, I'll give you a mod tag. Like the Chiefs represented last year. They did go for 2. What did I miss? Well, they were going to go for the 2 AT. Then they got to delay a game. And then they went to go for the 1-point conversion after the delay a game penalty pushed them back 5.
And
then they missed it.
And that is juggled about 4 times and incomplete. Jordan Thomas flagged down.
Oh, not me? Okay. All right, my bad, Minnesota.
Holding.
Erica
Defense,
says, what a
number
shocker.
31. A 5-yard penalty and an automatic First down.
It's Jonathan Jones. He's in on a lot of the action tonight.
Any Patriots fans say?
Yeah, there's Jones, who's really been a bit of a target tonight, and I guess they're going to call that. There was a lot of stuff going on that one. It ends up Jones is the one that gets the call. The other thing that's happened in this game, Al, is Jamie Collins now is taking on Duke Johnson, and he's kind of taking him out of the game after dominating early.
And they are losing tonight.
Now it's Duke Johnson who gets wrestled down by McCourty after he picks up the first down.
Mike, we definitely keep a clean chat. But yeah, Will Fuller has not been what do you call it? But none of the big guys, not even DeAndre Hopkins. But how's it going, brother? What's going on, Angel? Says Lions lost to the Redskins. Yeah. We definitely lost to the Redskins.
With Patient coming in second. Also mentioned.
I knew that was going to happen, though.
Swaggy and humble. And Bill O'Brien said Watson fears nothing on the football field and told us, I love coaching him.
I'm buying into Swaggy. I don't know about you, Chris.
Top of my list.
Ooh, you must be playing against DeAndre Hopkins then.
Watson over the pocket throws. That'll be caught. That's Duke Johnson. Talk about the Patriots for 1 second here. They're always looking forward, not backwards. Everybody last night telling us,
49ers
our best stuff is in front of us. They never look back. It's the old on to Cincinnati thing. But they've got Kansas City next week.
I can almost guarantee those teams
the week after they have Cincinnati.
Well, the one thing we know is that this is a great coaching staff that makes them better. But for the first time all year, this is the team they're going to have on offense going forward. I thought we would get a little more out of them tonight than what we've seen so far.
A first round.
3rd down and 1.
By Washington State. Might go.
We'll stop it.
Full start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Max Sharping, he's a rookie out of Northern Illinois. Picked him in the 2nd round. He's had a good year, but cost him 5 here to make it 3rd down and 6.
Seahawks Saints will have the first round buys.
Cornerstones on that offense.
49ers
right now.
getting
Obviously,
a wild card.
Tunsil now at left tackle. Nick Martin, the center.
We are going
and
to
I
kill
thought Titus
49ers.
Howard was playing well before he went on IR at the right tackle
After
position.
tomorrow night,
Sharping a
the
2nd round
Niners
pick.
are
So they
the
have a
5th
plan
seed.
now for that offensive line that looks pretty bright.
Chris Clark taking over at right tackle for the most part. 3rd down and 6.
Ooh, first down.
And that's a first down. DeAndre Hopkins. It's inside of Gilmore and moves the chains with 12.5 to go in regulation.
He challenges the green grass is how he puts it. So the inside technique here.
I don't think Matt Patricia is going to get fired this year. He signed a 5-year deal.
Well. They played against each other in
so,
college, but you saw that little crossover
his best
step.
friend ain't going to fire him.
Has to take that crossover step. You've got him.
His mom Sabrina looking at watching her man. 3 tonight for 40 yards total.
But I will say he will start the year on the hot seat.
Duke Johnson goes to the 41-yard line. Duke doing a lot of the ball carrying tonight. It has been Hyde, but Hyde was limited to 15 yards on 8 carries. And Duke's been very big in the passing game.
Well, and I think it's a little bit about what we were talking about with the Patriots, too. When you end up putting in Duke Johnson, the Patriots are thinking pass. So to change it up and to keep it balanced a little bit, you hand them the ball occasionally.
Duke Johnson 87 yards from scrimmage tonight. 2nd down and 8 from the 41-yard line.
All 4 wideouts in the game right now, too. And, boy, they are showing a pressure look.
Go 5 wide here. Everybody into the pattern.
Oh, DeAndre Hopkins at the 15.
And a lot of yardage after the catch to the 14-yard line. 4 catches for 67 for DeAndre tonight.
So you say, why is Gilmore going backwards so fast? The reason is they don't have a free safety. They blitzed him. They brought him up into the middle of the field, so he has to protect deep. And these guys are on the same page all night. Watson sees it. Hopkins sees it. They know what they're going to do without a signal, without anything. They're playing great.
From the 14.
Oh, Minnesota's going to kill the Lions.
Johnson.
I got the Lions at 3-12-1 right now.
He's as good as
They're going to lose out. People say, oh, they got Denver still on the schedule. Yeah, Denver still got a good defense.
I mean, Michael Thomas is having a great year in New Orleans, too.
And we're on our third string quarterback.
They're both great.
They're both the same
And
kind of guys, too. They're
and
not
the
the
Washington
4-3
Redskins
sprinters.
beat
They
us.
have a way of getting open at the top end of those routes, and they have a toughness to them to make those catches over the middle.
2nd and 7. Watson. It's incomplete. And a flag. And that is Duke Johnson. And they're going to call this one on the Landon Roberts, who not only plays fullback, but his primary position is right there, linebacker.
Yeah, that was a great route. They've been setting that up the entire night to the flat and then back in.
Pass interference. Defense number 52. The ball is placed, spotted a foul, and an automatic first down.
Kurt got 3 primetime games left this year.
Going to the flat where they've eaten them up all night long.
Seattle
and
Chargers
then
and
hit
Green
the
Bay.
brakes and back the other way. And really, Roberts had no choice. That was going to be a touchdown.
Division winner, Saints, Seahawks, Packers, and
Now
Eagles.
1st and goal. This
Cowboys,
drive began back at their 25. Another
wild
long
card,
drive.
Niners, and
this one's consumed
Vikings.
over 5 minutes. 5 runs, 3 passes. A little trickery here. Hopkins and more trickery to Watson. Touchdown.
I'm going to say the Bears, Angel.
Oh, baby. Like a 4x100.
Got another
relay.
touchdown. Yeah, the Chicago Bears might be arch nemesis, but I can't stand the Dallas Cowgirls.
Wow.
I mean to tell you, and for Bill O'Brien, if you only have one play, that was the one. Did this pass go?
I was thinking the same
pass? That's what I was
thing.
wondering.
Switch Packers and
But there
Vikings,
was
you'd
no
be good.
first pass.
You play
There was
them
a
at home.
handoff.
Touchdown
Terry McCauley,
Texans, it's over.
Take us through this one.
Okay, Al, this looks like a forward pass, but Watson is a shotgun quarterback, so he is an eligible receiver. So he can catch a forward pass. The ball's
I'm going to tell you right now, imagine Eagles or Cowboys play 49ers in wild card and 49ers
so now
lose.
You've got that pass there. What about the earlier pass?
People will go
Just thinking about
crazy if that happens.
The first one.
Well, it was a handoff, a forward handoff.
Right.
Does that constitute a pass?
Let's go back and look at from its inception here. Johnson.
No, it's just a handoff. That's a
Just a handoff.
handoff, and you only had one forward pass on this play.
There you go.
Confirmed.
No, I do not think that the Chicago Bears will make the playoffs.
And that makes it.
And it is 28-9. Oh, hold on, we got a flag.
So they can move the ball now to the 1-yard line and go for 2 if they so desire. Or take the point.
I think I would take that point.
Yeah, me too. It's a 3-possession lead.
Defense. Houston has accepted the opportunity for the 2 points, for the extra point to be good, and the 5-yard penalty to be enforced on the kickoff.
All right, there you go. They'll take the point, get the 5 yards on the kickoff.
All right. Niners would play the Cowboys or Eagles in my scenario. I think Seattle going to win Division 2. Even if they lose tomorrow, they beat 49ers. They still hold the tie if they both win out. Why not? They're 6-6. Because I don't think that they're gonna beat the Vikings. And they're definitely not gonna win the division. So that leaves them odd man out. Rick, as long as the Bears have Trubisky as the starting quarterback, they will never be a threat. Seattle lose. They only one game back, and they play each other. All right, Erica, you have a blessed night. Appreciate you rocking with me in both streams. 49ers still play Saints, Falcons, Rams, and Seahawks. You're just saying that because you're a Lions fan? No, that's actually almost facts. Because just think, the Chicago Bears could have had Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes, but they traded up to the number 2 overall pick to pick Mitch Trubisky. Trubisky threw 3 touchdowns Thursday. Yeah, but the Lions have the worst defense in the NFL. I agree on that one, Minnesota. Zion says, I'm here, bro. Yeah. I'm sorry, but if you had a top 5 quarterback list, would he be in there?
White taken down, trying to escape. Bernardrick McKinney was there to stop him in his tracks. 2nd down and 9.
That's because that's who they picked over.
Hey, we were watching, remember, in his rookie season, he was off to a fantastic
Like, you
start.
moved up
And they
passing
tore
on
his
both
ACL
Watson
in
and
practice.
Mahomes.
It's the rest of the year.
You know, that's why those 3 will be compared to each other for the rest of their careers.
Paid a lot of their bills that first year. Gave him his first paycheck. Endeared himself to the community. Brady throws caught. Edelman makes the catch up at the 37.
Packers Nation says last time the Patriots played Sunday night, they got blown out by the Ravens, and now the Texans. Something's got to give.
He talked about it. He came out
Let's
of some
assume
of
they
the
made the
toughest
playoffs,
of the
and
tough
he
areas,
was playing
and
pretty good.
There is nothing that man fears right now. Really
That
isn't,
was a
and it
whole
shows up.
thing
He
of
did not
the element
fear
of surprise
the Patriots,
with
and I
that
almost beat
defense,
him the
and
first time
you guys
we played
lost
him
Vic
up in New England.
Fangio, who is a monster at disguising defenses.
The other kids had to
And then you went out and traded your number 1 running back.
Sack back at the 29. That's Jacob Martin. This guy's had a nice night. 2nd-year guy. Picked him up on a trade. Of course, Chris talked about it before that trade with Seattle.
Like losing Jordan Howard,
He is giving
I was like, what are they
nightmares.
doing?
Watch him get to the point where Cannon tries to hit him, and he's going to duck underneath him. Right there, and just basically Cannon pushes him towards Brady.
Now, granted, I do like your guys' running back, your rookie running back,
Second and 19.
but he's not no Jordan Howard. I know they had the #1 defense, absolutely. And that's what carried a lot of the your guys' wins last year. You took away Vic Fangio. You have a whole year of game tape on that defense.
I tell you, it's interesting, Al. Here's a guy that
6-6 or 8-8. It is what it is. Now, I will say that in order for you guys to bounce back, you guys got to get serious about tight ends and wide receivers. And, fill in more holes on the defense. Yeah, David Montgomery. I like him.
That wind up getting some headlines. 3rd and 11. Brady fires incomplete, but a flag intended for Jacoby Myers, but you've got Lonnie Johnson covering on the play and hanging his head as if he.
All right, AT, I appreciate you coming out, brother. Got a flag on the play. I think Seattle going to the Super Bowl.
Pass interference, defense number 32. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul and an automatic first down.
Let's take a look at the top end of the route here, and yeah, no question.
Oh yeah.
So now at the 49, under 7.
Erica says Pat's got cream bad. Absolutely. I think Seattle and New England again, or Chiefs.
Into Texan territory by a couple of yards goes
Chiefs defense ain't there. They won't go to the Super Bowl.
Early in the first quarter and had a little success.
A lot of our starters are injured.
And that was a big story around here in Houston this week, was their inability to stop the run the last 2 games. But after a slow start, they have played really well inside.
Yeah, Hicks hurt you guys being injured. And I never was a fan of Trey Burton, even with the Philly special.
4 different staffs.
I think you guys got to really go out there in the draft and go get a good tight end.
Nice hard running here by White to pick up a first down at the 40-yard line.
Very patient approach here, and you just get the feeling they're setting it up for that kill shot. The Texans are a defense whose linebackers want to play downhill fast. Let's see if this is the one
for
now
105
Josh
today
McDaniels goes
against
a
the
little
top
play
defense.
fake and tries to get in behind him.
Brady throws wide open.
First down by
White for a nice
White.
gain. He gets to the 20-yard line. Justin Reed makes the stop there. Texans will stay here next week. They meet Denver. And you've got somebody's going to have to come off the field here as the official stops play, and that's going to be Justin Reed.
Ooh, Justin Reed is injured.
There's James White right there, and they just
Burton is decent, but he's not he's not that guy.
When they were matching up with him,
like he'd be a great number 2 tight end, but he's not that number 1 tight end.
Trying to protect it.
If that makes sense.
Reed.
Remember, he missed last week with a shoulder injury.
That's why I said you guys got to go out there and go and draft yourself a good tight end that can take that number 1 spot.
Concussion.
And help Trubisky out. If that's going to be your guy, that he needs that safety valve.
First down. Brady buying time. Look out, closing in on him. Flips it out of bounds.
I want Mac to come to Minnesota.
Edelman's going to come across the field, but we know he's getting a lot of attention.
I think
as he comes across.
Khalil Mack will end his career in Chicago.
Who really had the one-on-one coverage. There's White going down the field against McKinney. But there's the one at the top of the screen that really had to be the target, open or not. You've got to have
Erica's
confidence in
laughing.
that other guy to make a play for you when he gets that single.
He just
coverage.
says Khalil Mack only has like 6 sacks this season.
2nd and 10, play action. Just to throw that one away.
He's being double teamed every game.
Well covered. 3rd and 10. So Brady tonight.
Bears gave up way too much for
39.
Khalil Mack, says Rick. Absolutely.
228 yards.
Josh Jacobs
We've
is
seen
trash.
Brady this season throw the ball away at a record rate, right? We've talked about Aaron Rodgers in the past doing that. And everybody thinks it's
He is
because of
overrated.
bad protection, and it has been to some extent this year. But the untold part of this story is that he's throwing away sometimes because his guys are covered.
3rd down and 10. Pressure on, throws, caught, 18, James White. 4th down, they're compelled to go for it. Brady under 50% tonight. Last week under 50% completion percentage.
Shaq Barrett has more sacks than Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald combined this year, along with 6 sacks, fumbles, and 2 picks. Minnesota says 2,700 yards for Kurt through 3
4th and
picks,
6.
2 because Diggs dropped.
You got Dorsett again singled up if you want him. Same thing with Myers.
Timeout New England. That's their first timeout. Kirk Cousins is way overpaid. I definitely agree on that. Yeah, I remember everybody and their grandmothers said, you know, when Matthew Stafford got his contract, everybody and their grandmothers hated it. But lo and behold, everybody's now looking at it like, oh, that was actually a decent contract. Yeah, I would have liked the Vikings to keep Case Keenum, but I was more mad that they let Teddy Bridgewater go. You know, Teddy Bridgewater was that heart and soul of that team. Like, he brought him back from the abyss of when Brett Favre left. You know, he finally gave the Vikings hope and stuff like that. So, for them to do him dirty like that, I was like, I didn't understand that. But, you know, one week you had your head coach crying because you lost him, and then they let him go. Keenum was not good. This team crazy good. Minnesota, just wait until the playoffs. You're going to see Kirk Cousins. The real Kirk Cousins, I should say. Vikings play trash teams all year. Minnesota passing yards stats aren't everything. Look at Jameis Winston yards. Absolutely.
At the 17-yard line. So Josh McDaniels.
I never said about Super Bowl.
Trying to give this team.
I was just saying in the playoffs.
Need a conversion here. And Brady out of the gun, the low snap comes the other way.
Oh, first
and
down.
Forward progress will net the first down there.
Patriots go 4th and 6 and convert it.
The 11-yard line, real close.
That was close. Does he make a clean catch here?
Well,
if that ain't a clean catch, then
is the 11.
then maybe I
Makes the
need.
catch.
When
Oh,
does he take control of it, though? It was
oh.
more when he landed than when he was in the air.
Terry McCauley, where
bobbled
is
it.
forward progress in your mind here?
When he gains complete control and he's contacted by the defender, that's where they're going to put it. The foremost point of the ball, when that happens, right there.
There, okay.
It is right at the line. I don't see anything to reverse it from that shot right there.
I'm with you. I agree. Right there. That's not.
Yep.
That's control and contact.
Well, you know, if they don't give it to him and the Patriots challenge, and that could happen. They're going to measure it right now. And they lost the challenge. They'd be down to 1 timeout. And I think they're going to give him a first down. And even though the sticks have come out, sticks now go across the other way. And O'Brien's not going to challenge this. So Bill O'Brien says, looky here.
All right, Bill O'Brien's going to challenge the play.
Throws the flag out. And he wants it looked at.
Houston is challenging the ruling on the field of progress is related to a first down.
So that's the great part about being last in the division. You can watch Bear fans and Viking fans talk about it. Oh, love you guys. You know, I know the Lions suck, so I got my popcorn watching you guys. My Bucks are 3 or 4 in offense, but 24th on defense. No, I'm just messing with you guys. You guys, I'm enjoying reading your guys' comments back and forth.
And as Terry said, control and contact is right there. Right at the 11-yard line.
Al, it is not clear and obvious he didn't make the line again.
That is, I don't think anything in the world right now is clear and obvious.
All right. Houston loses the challenge.
First down at the 11-yard line. And Brady surveys, goes to the end zone and incomplete. Jacoby Myers almost turned himself into a defensive back. Joseph was closest to the pass. It'll be second down and 10.
Jonathan Joseph had a better shot at this than Myers did. He's coming out of here. He's reading Brady. He knows exactly what that route combination is.
Appreciate that,
Guys
Dwayne.
that have been around this league for a long time understand route combinations. And if it's not Edelman, Brady's not real sure where to go right now. Finally, he gets one-on-one with Edelman. This will be interesting to see if he goes right there.
Bottom of the screen. Comes back into a wing. Brady dancing and fires,
Oh.
and that will be
James White got a
for the
touchdown.
So Brady going forward, escaping the pressure, gets it in. They go 75 yards, 13 plays, but it takes over 6 minutes.
This is really pretty awesome. Only a 3-man rush, so there's plenty of room. But watch him work this pocket. This is what he does probably better than anybody over the course of his career. He just buys time. He's not fast. You get him outside the pocket, it can look ugly. But inside the pocket, really pretty. Even with a double team, White able to break
Jason,
through and get the touchdown.
They'll go for 2.
I still think the Houston Texans going to win.
You could tie the game with a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. So they'll line up to go for a pair.
Pam says
Just
no,
waiting for
boo.
Confirmation on the score.
Tell you what comes into play right now, though, is that
Rick says,
timeout that the Patriots had to burn.
Yes, Winston sucks, and I want him gone, but our offense
For the
makes
fourth
a lot
down.
of yards and scores a lot of points. Yeah, I still don't get your guys' offense, Rick. How can you be a turnover machine at quarterback, but still score 30 points? Like,
2-point attempt right now.
that is
Make it an
crazy.
11-point game. Brady fires incomplete. And looking for a flag is Dorsett, but he doesn't get one. And
They
the lead
missed the
remains
2-point
13.
conversion.
2-man coverages on the outside. One against Edelman, completely blanketed.
Listen,
on
that is your
side
answer.
by Roby had him, nowhere to go. And then on the other side, Dorsett against Joseph, had him, nowhere to go. Brady said, I'll try there.
Yep. Well, so it's not 11 points. As we said, it could have been a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Now they need 2 touchdowns. Down by 13, 3:42.
On Thanksgiving, we saw some onside kicks work, but there has not been much success this year.
Dwayne says D-Town, Putty Cat, meow.
One call back by a penalty. This one has to go 10 yards. Scramble for it at the 42-yard line. And it's the Texans who...
Texans got the football.
Markevius Mingo.
And it might be all but over.
I've never seen that one. That was, they hit the inside
I want to say about two,
so the ball was going to break left like
two
a
first
punt.
downs
Watch
that
it.
should
It's going to break left.
really
and so
take
what they're
care of
hoping
the,
is it's going to
the
go
game.
slowly towards the line, but it went too slowly and never got there. Just when you think you've seen everything.
Right.
Little right to left breaker and almost worked.
Did you ever throw the dice that way?
I've rolled the dice in many situations and never came up many winners.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
So the Texans will have it at the 42-yard line.
The Madden curse.
And this will force New England to use its timeouts on the other side of the ball. Keep it on the ground. And the ball off to Carlos Hyde, who goes nowhere. And it'll be second down.
I just keep thinking what this win would mean for Bill O'Brien and Romeo Crennel. You know, you come down here, and this has been the entire story in New England and in Houston. Oh, come on. Don't try and tell me Houston has a chance. This is a joke. We all know what's going to happen. Patriots are going to blow them out, and it was sort of cynical in both cities talking about this. And tonight, a little bit of a statement.
2nd and 10.
Imagine Patriots come back and win.
All the way down. Hand the ball off. Going to the 40-yard line is Carlos Hyde. It'll be 3rd down. And New England will take a timeout here. You know, but as we mentioned before, Chris, you go back to last year, the Texans were 0-3. We came here for a Sunday night game.
All right, Patriots took their second time out.
9 in a row. finished the year with 11 wins, lost in the wild card game. And then this year, you go back. If they win
Wilson
tonight,
could throw 4 touchdowns in any game, but he might throw 5 picks in the same game.
That's pretty good.
And maybe time to start paying attention
Zion
to this
says,
division.
yes, the Madden
because
curse.
this division sort of had that reputation. Okay, let's see who wins the division and watch them get knocked out in the first round kind of a thing, right? For a while. And now we're starting to see some pretty good play out of this division.
It'll be very interesting down the stretch because Tennessee and Houston will meet.
Yeah, but the Madden curse should be on Patrick Mahomes or the
weeks.
Kansas City Chiefs.
3rd and 8. Quick flip out here to DeAndre Hopkins, who wants to make sure he stays in bounds.
Ooh, DeAndre Hopkins
43-yard line.
Loss on yards.
4th down, another
4th
timeout.
down.
So we go.
All right, got another timeout. Next week, the Seahawks and Rams. I'm going to take the Seahawks next Sunday. What's that, Zion? That last one?
Nobody back. So they're going to take their shot here, see if they can rush this punt.
Patriots have 3 punt blocks this season, including one last week against Dallas by Slater. The rest of the league combined has 5, but he gets this one away. Brian Anger sends it down to the 5-yard line, and the Texans will pin them there.
Ball at the 5-yard line.
All right, Jimmy Fallon, what's happening?
Hey, everybody.
But our season is over. Even if we win out, they are only 1-7 and miss the playoffs.
Tonight. Start from the 6-yard line here. Give the ball to James White. Nice run here. Gain of 15 to the 21-yard line.
What's going on, American Flying Hog? Said, did they
Patriots
punt backwards?
Hustle up to the line. They don't have a timeout. The clock will only stop at the 2-minute break. Again, it's White, and he'll go nowhere.
Loss of yards on that.
Rookie out of the University of Texas. And
That was an interesting call.
the Patriots showing no alacrity whatsoever. 2nd and 13, 2-minute warning. And a reminder coming up right after
Dwayne
the game.
Boatwright with the
postgame
when you
report.
wish upon a
The show
star.
on the field with the stars of the game. Lee McHugh to wrap up the night. And Chris and I will take a peek ahead to next Sunday night's game in Los Angeles between the Seahawks and the Rams. Michelle, what you got?
Well, people may have seen on Thanksgiving, we told the story of former NFL player Warwick Dunn, who 22 years ago began his life's mission of providing free homes to families of single moms.
Hey,
and so far, he's given
Delvin
away
Cook this
174
year
homes, and home number
has
61
proven a lot of doubters
to Deshaun
wrong.
Watson's mom, Dion. When Deshaun was just 11 years old, he called that a true blessing, saying at the time they were living in the projects and he was heading toward a path that wasn't good. It was the first home they could call their own. He said it changed their
Trox,
lives, and
what do
Al
you
Watson
go
said
for
Dunn's
other than
inspired
the
him to do
Lions?
whatever he can to help others.
Man, I'm gonna tell
Well, I
you,
do like
Warwick
the
Dunn
Arizona Cardinals,
has done some work
you know,
second
because
down and
I did
13.
live out there. And then
Brady airs it out, and it's broken up.
I am a big-time Drew Brees fan.
Intended receiver.
I respect
Deshaun
his game
Gibson
a lot.
broke it up. There's Mom looking on. Deanne Watson.
But I just like watching good football.
Quite the story.
You know,
I'm gonna tell you with it. You know,
One
that
thing you learn
getting into the
about
house and
being
once you
a
get
Detroit Lions fan, you tend to
battled
go look for good
tongue
football,
cancer.
actually.
Her man doing some job.
Yeah, and Deshaun basically had to go to work.
Delvin Cook has
and
most
meet
carries.
the siblings and take care of business. He battled his way out of there, and anything those two guys get, they deserve.
3rd and 13. Brady throws, and that's going to be
First
caught up
down.
at the 39-yard line by Jacoby Myers, and that is a first down. Clock ticking down. Closing in on a minute and a half.
So basically defenses at this point are going to give you those kinds of routes. I always thought that you go
Appreciate
Hail
the
Mary as
20
soon as
guys
you
in
can,
the
so they
building.
need another 15 yards. And then start taking your shots.
I'm going to pick up a few here, but not many. That'll stop the clock as White goes out of bounds.
Cook
Gain of
4th most
7.
carries.
Penalty here.
And he just says both Scarborough and David Blau are trash. Hey, both Scarborough is actually pretty good this year.
Illegal contact, defense number 41. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's on Zach Cunningham. See, the Patriots have had it with us. They're 10-0 with every other network, and they'll be 0-2 with us.
Actually 1-2. They won opening day.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about opening night. Sorry about that. Yep. So long ago.
Just slightly below 500.
Right. 1-2. From the 44-yard line.
John says, sure, man, I appreciate that.
Brady to White's got a lot of room to roam. He's still going. He's going to go to the sideline, but down to the 19-yard line he goes. So now they hustled up there. They'll snap it now with about a
what do you
minute
think
or a
about
little
golf
bit less.
today?
That's a gain of 36. From the 20-yard line now, Brady.
Did he get blown out? Horn.
And he throws, and that's Edelman who makes
Oh,
the
Julian Edelman with the touchdown.
Really? For 50 seconds.
I appreciate that, Zay the Beast.
Well, they've done it in this building before. In the Super Bowl, it's 20 yards just like that for the touchdown after the long White gainer.
Yeah, you're going to have Watson on the seam on the inside occupying the safety. And that was a sleepy series that time by this
they blew out
Texans
the,
defense.
what do you call it,
They
the
didn't
Cardinals.
make the tackle as White sort of threaded him down the field thinking that he was going to go out of bounds, and that wasn't much of an effort there either.
Wow, 424 yards, 2 touchdowns.
For the point after in his first game as a Patriot, bangs that one through. So, you don't think, do you?
I've been watching these guys a long time.
Zay the Beast says, hoorah. Appreciate
know how
that.
it goes, and if they have a putt that breaks a little harder this time, maybe they'll
Definitely
have a chance.
appreciate your service if you're a military member.
That was not good on the part of the Texans.
And it's funny because the Patriots, for a team that was down by 2 touchdowns, they started out a little sleepy on that drive. Let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning.
You know, Al, the hardest thing, the rule change about putting the kickoff team 1 yard away and not getting the run up and not being able to overload one side is really
Angel, you're
taking
missing
away
the
advantage
point.
of some of these onside
Trubisky
kicks.
threw for
And so I think that what they're
338
doing now
and
is
3
they're trying to get
touchdowns,
more
but
creative with the kicks themselves.
my
to
Detroit
find a
Lions
little
still
time
have the
for that
worst
group to get
defense
down
in
there.
In
the NFL.
7 are recovered by the kicking team. Bailey puts it in play. Look at this. And it goes out of bounds.
my goodness.
Brandon Bolden almost had it. Almost had it. He got a flag down as well.
Brandon Bolden.
Ooh, baby. Was that interesting? A high hopper.
What was interesting was that
Pass
it
have
was
no
the
timeouts,
blockers
onside kick, and is there only
of
chance?
the Texans that really made that play over there. It was mission
you go
accomplished on the
400
first
with
part,
like 8 minutes
but
left in
the
the third.
guys on the outside couldn't get past the blockers to recover
Onside
the
kick
ball.
says American
So now
Flying
you've
Hawk.
got a conference. Terry
20
McCauley,
of
what
us.
are they talking about
Yo,
right
hit
here?
thumbs
It's
up.
a kick out of bounds.
Appreciate that,
Al,
Dwayne.
and Houston will just
Thanks for your
decline it and take
support,
the ball
says
where
Zay
it
the
goes
Beast.
out of bounds.
So why does this require the entire crew getting together here?
Yeah, I have a lot of family members that
Here's the
are
question.
Well,
in the
They have to
military,
make
so I
sure
definitely
that
support all
Houston
military
didn't touch the
people.
ball?
Houston didn't touch the ball.
No, I
It's
know they
actually who
didn't.
touches it last,
right,
and that was certainly New
Minnesota
England.
says
This
Patriots
is a
almost
long
had it.
conference. With
Yeah, they
something
almost
you
had
think
it. Like, they almost had the
should be
onside
pretty
kick,
simple.
but the ball went out of
That
bounds.
was the touch before 10 yards.
Let's
Kickoff
go,
out of
Texans.
bounds. The penalty is declined. The ball will be placed where it went out of bounds at the 45-yard line. First down.
All right. Well, we thought right from the outset. Of course.
Let's go, Texans,
Here
says
we go.
Zay the Beast.
You're going to end up with the blockers right here, keeping these
Rick
guys
says
from getting
Texas
down
ball,
the boundary
game
and
over.
making that recovery. So it wasn't the kick part that made the difference. It was the block part, which you never think about on an onside kick, but it basically clinched the game now for Houston.
Perfect.
Appreciate the 25 of you guys in the
Coleman
building.
could not secure it. And a couple of kneel downs will take us to our post game. So Bill O'Brien finally defeats Bill Belichick. And his team remains on top alone in the AFC South. They play Denver next week. New England goes home to play Kansas City. A team that routed Oakland today.
And Baltimore Ravens, welcome to the #1 seed, at least for now.
Yeah. And Baltimore goes to Buffalo next week. Man, oh man, who would have ever figured that?
That would have been crazy
It's a
if the
spotlight
Patriots would have
game,
came
but-
back and won.
The Texans, they made it a little interesting.
Y'all take
at the
care
end,
and be
I'll
safe.
say.
See you next week.
But hold on
Appreciate
to win
that,
the game
Rick.
by a score
You have a
28
wonderful night.
to 22.
And the Houston Texans defeated the New England Patriots 28-22. Appreciate the 28 in the building. Congrats, Texans. Sad music for the Patriots. Y'all have a nice night. Appreciate that, Zay the Beast. You have a blessed night as well. And with that being said, definitely want to say appreciation to the new subscribers and all the thumbs up. You guys are amazing. And I'll be back to football now. And stay tuned for my basketball streams. I will be doing a lot of basketball streams as well. So Minnesota says thank you for streaming. Absolutely. You guys all have a wonderful day. What's going on? J-Tac says peace. Have a great night. Good night, Pam. You guys all have a wonderful night. And with that being said, this is Troxel Sports Talk, and I'm out. Have a nice night. Peace.